What is up, everybody? Collector Joey here. Hopefully, you guys are having an amazing day today, and hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. Today, we have another episode of Copper Drop. This is going to be episode 12, and it's a very special episode because we have a very special guest here. Austin and Steve could not make it today, guys, but I'm sure they're going to be in the chat, chatting it up with you guys and everything. So I am glad that they will be here doing that. Also, we do have Daniel here with us today, and the special guest is coming up here in a second. But hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you hit that like button. We're always here to just have some fun and just talk about the figures. I know you guys probably watch a lot of other live streams, and it could sound repetitive, but hey, we try to switch it up here a little bit and have a little bit more fun. Just always having fun. But anyways, guys, let me get the first member out here. So the OG squad member we have right here, Mr. Good Old Spotchko. What is up, man? What is up?
What's up, Joey? How you doing, brother?
Doing good, doing good. Glad to see you here.
Man, I'm glad I could make it, man.
I know.
12.
I know, crazy. It's been 12 already.
Giant ass Iron Man has been released, man. I'm excited to talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that for sure. That thing's crazy. But it was in my mind, like, am I gonna get it though? Like, I know it's been out for a long time, like, or announced.
Yeah,
but
do you have the room for that though? Is the question.
No, I do not. I don't think
if you have the room for that.
I don't think so. You need a garage or something.
Yeah, space.
Yeah. But so our special guest this week is going to be someone that you probably always see in the chats. So I am glad to have him here. I love having the chat out here talking to us, usually with all of us here. But here we go. This is Mr. Late Bloomer. What is up, man?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Collector Joey, for bringing me on. I just we were just talking a little bit backstage, but I didn't even get the chance to say just thank you so much for bringing me on. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah. It's very good to see new people on here and everything. I love seeing the chat members. Sometimes also Austin always says, like, you get a little starstruck seeing new people on here that you always see on the chats, and it's really cool.
Definitely a great experience. I love it.
Yeah. So let's get let's see who's in the chat already. I'm gonna scroll up all the way to the top. So we had Miami in here. He said present like at 6 p.m. though. Then we had 1-6 Shape. What is up, man? Glad to see you here.
Cool, man.
Yes.
That's my brother, man.
Hector.
Oh, yeah.
Hector, yes. Let's see. We got Evil Sneaker in here. What is up? How you doing, Steve?
Yes, sir.
Glad to see you here. Peyton. Oh, man, wait. I don't know if I should put a thumbs up for him because I just found out he's an Eagles fan, so I don't know.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan. Sorry about that, brother.
Hey.
Much respect to your team, though.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a little Chiefs fan, too. That's my second.
Man. We shared a little moment after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I had my jersey on and everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. Evil Sneaker saying, sorry you can't be there tonight, guys. That is all right. I'm sure you'll be here. Yeah.
Shameful, Steve.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Shameful, Steve. Yeah. We got Brick in here. What is up, Brick? How are you doing?
Yes, sir. Brick.
Yeah. Einstein said time was a relative. I don't know. We got Myra, my beautiful girlfriend. What is up? She says, hi, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good night. Ready for Copper Drop. Yes, always ready for Copper Drop.
Definitely, man.
Brick is saying, evening, everyone. Had to throw in a Spider-Verse quote in there. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a Spider-Verse quote. Oh, shit. I need to get better.
I need to watch the movie again, run that back.
I know. Austin is in here. What is up, Austin? He says he's missing this one. I know. Tis.
Yeah, such an awesome dude. Awesome. He reached out, showed some support to my page. Like, I don't know, that was like a couple weeks ago. It was super random, but it's just like emblematic of the type of person he is.
Oh yeah, he's always
one of the coolest dudes in the community by far.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We love you, Austin.
Yomo, what is up? Always here. What is up, man? Glad to see you. Philip the Fool is in here. How are you?
My twin. That is one of my friends, one of my closest friends in the community. Philip. Also, I was sharing with you with the rogue situation. He was going through it with me as well. Like
Yeah.
sending me messages like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Man, first of all, chill out."
um, I actually asked Philip to be on here, but he said he might do it later on
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. We talked about it. Yeah, he's on the way. On the way.
Yeah, on the way, man. I
As a
love
post
Philip.
credits to fill the fool with it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, he's dope dude. I see that he's a 49ers fan. Also,
Oh, okay.
sorry to do that to you, brother.
Gosh, he's a
My
49.
bad.
He kicked me out the playoffs like 2 years in a row. Come
Oh
on,
man, yeah.
Who doesn't kick the Cowboys out of the playoffs though?
Yeah, it's tough sledding over there with you guys. I don't want to go too much with it, but yeah.
We got Daniel in here. What is up, Dan the Investor? How are you doing?
Multiverse of Danny's.
Huh?
I said the multiverse of Danny's.
Yes, yeah. Dude, that's my good friend from over here, longtime friend.
Awesome, man. Love to see the support.
East Texas represent. Where are you from? 16 Shape from East Texas. Are you from? No, you're from Cali. Where are you from?
He's
in
from
East Texas?
Haddonfield, Illinois.
Oh, is he? I don't know. We got Nick in here. What is up, Nick? Nick Collectibles. Awesome. Check him out, man. He has some good stuff on Instagram. Love
another
his
fellow spider baby.
Yes. We got Omar in here. What's up, Omar? How are you doing? We got Daniel. I'll just say another Daniel. We have another Daniel in here. Hello, everybody. I don't want to mispronounce his last name.
Yeah, you might have said that a little too prematurely. Like, now it's the multiverse of Daniels.
Yeah, I just say that. We got Boba in here. What is up, Boba? We saw him a couple episodes back. Come on here too. Love to see it, man. Love to see it.
Big Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Like, anytime there's a Star Wars toy, that man is there.
No. We got Jesse Washington. What is up, my dude? How are you doing? That's one of the locals here that collects a lot of statues as well. He's a good statue collector. Talk to him here and there. We got Quentin here. What is up? Good lifelong friend there as well. Awesome. Glad to see you here. Let's see who else we got in here. Aaron collects. What is up? I was talking to him earlier in one of the chats.
Another fellow brother. Yes.
Let's see. All right, and then Felix is in here. He said, "What? Let's go Cowboys!" Another good friend of mine. Iron Man, Illusion Iron Man is slept on, folks. This figure is awesome. Yes, I have it like right over here somewhere. He's right next to the
Saw there was a deal going for that for an incredibly cheap somewhere. I can't remember the place, but yeah. If you want that, go snag it.
I traded mine for the first deluxe Mando, so it wasn't a bad trade. It wasn't at all.
A hell of a trade, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that Chrome Mando,
it's crazy.
Chef's kiss. I know people wanted they took the rusting off or the weathering, but with or without it, if you step back, it still shines great. So
it's almost worth having two of them. That way you can have the clean version and then the dirty version.
True.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you want to use the scope, use the scope. So it's a win-win. I think that figure is just chef's kiss.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it looks like a toy box came in here.
Oh, my man TB, yes, another one of my brothers. We chat a lot in the Discord time to time. Yeah, shout out to him.
Austin saying late bloomer with the little heart. All right, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions, late bloomer. So just people get to know you a little bit more. You know,
yes, sir.
We don't really see you much on stream, so I feel like a lot of people want to know some things. So first off, we just want to know, when did you start collecting? Like what year? Hot Toys figures, I guess you could say. And you can go a little back if you want to say like, oh, I collect like Funko or whatever. You can say that too.
Yeah. So my kind of like entrance point was a little unconventional, if you will. So like 2 years ago, I was really like into like collecting manga. So I was like collecting like Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Naruto.
Yeah.
Just kind of like going through all of those lines in those books, and kind of along that time I had moved, and so I got to a new place where my books were on a like kind of better display and glass case, and I was like, okay. Now it'd be cool if I would like add some decorations, maybe not Funko Pops, but maybe a little figure here, a figure there. And then my mind kind of just wandered onto YouTube, and I started kind of poking around, and I kind of ran into what we now know as the 30 DLX line.
Mhm.
And with the Transformers, and so I was like, oh wow, they make some real expensive Transformers.
Yeah.
But my juvenile mind was like, oh, they don't transform, so like f with that. So I
Mhm.
moved on to just getting like some Dragon Ball Z figures that were like 6-inch, Dragon Stars, like kind of like lower in line, so I can get a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And I put them in the case, and that felt great. But I think that's when the mind started like ticking, like, what else could I get? And some videos started getting recommended on my timeline, and
Oh yeah.
I started seeing 6 scale, and then I was like, well, they got Spider-Man. And I was like, wow. And it's like some of the, like, they've done some of the greatest suits that you could ever imagine of Spider-Man, some of the greatest renditions of him. And it's 6 scale, and it's like lifelike, and it's accurate. I was like, wow. So
Crazy.
my first purchase dates back to July 26th of 2022.
Oh, okay.
So just about a year deep in.
Okay.
And my first figure was, of course, you guessed it, was a Spider-Man. It was a cyborg Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Hey, we might have something on that a little later, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So it was a cyborg Spider-Man, and when I got that in hand, ain't just like everybody else. Like, we all go through that like process, and we buy it, and it goes through UPS or FedEx. You're like, okay, all right. You're getting all the updates. You're getting all excited, and anxiety's kind of going up a little bit. You're like, all right, so what's gonna happen? Finally, gets to your doorstep, and you open it up, and you go through that first unboxing process, which is crazy. I was sharing it with another friend. I was like, I don't know about you guys, but my first unboxing was a little like overwhelming. I'm like, I got all these hands, these webs, like batteries. Like, what do I do? How do I do it? And it was very like overwhelming, especially if you don't have like somebody like sitting there right next to you. Like, holy crap, man! Like, what are we getting into? And so I finally put that on its dynamic base, and started just kind of looking at it. Like, you can just like the texture is like, it's like literally like I'm touching Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know how weird that could be, but it's literally I'm touching a rendition of Spider-Man in my own home. I just felt like that really shot me up from there.
Yeah, that's kind of, I see what you mean. Especially 3-0 Transformers. I've always seen them. I'm not a big Transformers fan, but I know back in the day I had a few of those toys that would actually transform.
Man. Back in the day, I had a Hot Shot Optimus Prime, like a huge Starscream that was like $60. $60 back then.
Yeah.
Like $60, and you had to like ratchet joints on that too, because it was like clack, 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 clack. It was awesome.
Who else did you ever hear about Bionicles? Bionicles.
Wow, new memory unlocked. like I'm like Raven Simone right now. Like, what the heck? Yeah, I used to have Bionicles, and they were all oddly shaped and built, but they were so cool to play with.
They were. So let's go to the next question. So you said you were here we go. Well, I guess I can ask you this. So you said you're a year in, right? Like a year, maybe a year and a half. So how many figures do you have now, and just 6-scale figures, and what's like the main IP that you collect?
Okay, so I just hit the 50 mark in 50 figures. Yeah, I only have like 2 cases, but one is like a double decker, so I can put a little bit more space in there. But I had just hit the 50 figure mark. If you asked me, I would be there last year, I would have slapped you in the face. Like, how and in what manner did I achieve those things? But it's a lot of just like smart budgeting and making sure I have what I need to pay bills. Bills first. Always. Sure. And you take care of what you need to take care of, and then you go and you reward yourself. It's always kind of been like that, and trying to do what I can, even with books and other figures and stuff that I was collecting before, Yu-Gi-Oh cards of the like, so things like that. Even buying video games, just budgeting. Those are just real world skills that we all have to employ in this hobby, which is the cool thing. I think another splinter point I would like to make is that this hobby teaches us so many different things about. I'm learning about how to convert my dollars to Hong Kong.
Oh wow.
I'm learning about the differences in time zones, right?
Oh yeah.
We're learning about so many different things, how credit works, how PayPal works, what's goods and services, what's friends and family, right? All of these different things, how to vet a source out, how to vet a seller out. All of these things are like, that's actual knowledge that we gain through just by interacting through this hobby. So I don't want to go too far off of that, but yeah,
nah, you're good.
50 figures is where I'm at. One custom that I like somewhat regret that I'm gonna try to like put together one day, but yeah, 50 figures.
50 figures. I've been collecting for like 4 years, and you're at where I'm at.
It's like, I will say one disclaimer: my first year in collecting, I had a death in the family, so I did receive an inheritance of money that allowed me to kind of bankroll that. So
yeah, bro, I feel you on that one.
Yeah, so I will just want to put a disclaimer because we don't always talk about that.
I'm on the same boat as you, brother. I'm telling you, I'm on the same boat. So let's go to the.
You said, what is? I'm sorry to cut you off. What is the main IP I collect? So, that is a funny question because I try to collect as much as I can with all the things that are as close to me. So, if you see my videos on Toy Box, I'll say it in a second. I showed he funny because I showed him in the Discord. He hilarious. Anyways, I collect Marvel, Star Wars, anime, DC. I love it all because a lot of that really kind of left a large impression on my childhood growing up. Whether that was DC animated with Justice League, with the Justice League animated, or the Batman animated series, Teen Titans, or going over into Marvel with X-Men, with the X-Men animated series, or even what was that? They did another X-Men animated series that was kind of like in the 2000s. It was kind of like high schoolish. I kind of forget the name of it.
Wolverine and the X-Men.
Say that again.
Was it Wolverine and the X-Men?
No,
it was the second one after the original cartoon, I believe.
It wasn't like in the 90s. It was in the 2000s. I don't want to get too stuck on it, but there was another like animated X-Men show that was kind of like more like took on like more of the young adult like
I was
audience.
more the Ed Netty guy.
Yeah. So we can talk about that too, man.
Austin said Evolution.
Yeah, I think it was Evolution. Yeah, okay. X-Men Evolution. So yeah, they were like, it was like high school drama stuff, but it still kind of had that like, X-Men vibe to it. And the custom, before I get too far off, the custom toy box is for my anime fans. It's a character on Bleach. Her name is Yororichi. She's like a cat at first, and then she transforms into this like amazing, beautiful warrior. It's like one of the like best characters, and also one of the best like African American characters in anime. So I felt like I wanted to get a tribute for that. But yeah, I didn't know the real custom scene of Six Sale at the time, because if I did, I would have went through those avenues. But I want to see if I can get a new body and maybe send it off to repaint, whatnot. Who knows?
That's pricey, right?
Oh,
yeah, that's pricey.
Yeah, that one was pricey. That was out. Full disclosure, it cost me $500 for them to make that. Man,
that's crazy. Hey, but it's worth it as long as you like it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I like it. I have it in there with the books, like so it just kind of fits that kind of whole environment.
Okay, and then I guess the last question will be, how did you come up with your name and your profile picture? So, late bloomer. So, how did you get the name? I think everybody's kind of curious at this one.
Yeah, sure. So, for me, it's kind of like, always anything that I do, whether it's a gamer tag or any like, username that I come up with, I always try to like incorporate how I'm feeling or what I'm doing or what I'm looking forward to, or just me in general at the time. And so kind of late bloomer is just like it's an acknowledgement of who I am, and it's acknowledgement of, taking your time to do anything in this life, not allowing, society to dictate, you should be doing this at this age or doing whatever at this age. You take your time, you're on your own calendar. As long as you're moving forward, you know, what say the next man, like, do what you can do as long as you are progressing and moving forward. Do not ever stay stuck. Don't ever stay complacent,
Mm-hmm.
especially in this hobby or anything in life. Don't ever stay complacent.
Mm-hmm.
Work hard, try to progress, and do the best you can to the people who love you and support you.
Okay.
Dropping
I
the
love
knowledge
that.
bombs.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank you.
set.
Yeah, so I think that's a roundabout way to explain what late bloomer is.
Okay.
And then my profile picture, that is kind of emblematic of another part of my life, which is
Mhm.
gaming. So I
Okay.
love video games. Played them early on as a
Yeah.
child. Growing up, I have an older brother, so my older brother was kind of like my tastemaker for a long time.
Mhm.
And we used to, you know, I grew up like many of you at PlayStation,
Yeah.
PlayStation, you know, 2. And so we grew up with a lot of those games. You know, we
Mhm.
were kind of sports heads, so we was like in a lot of the
Madden.
sports stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff that I did miss out on that I've kind of like recapped as
Yeah.
a young adult. It's like Metal Gear Solid and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay. Yeah.
That's stuff like that I missed out on. But we played like Crash Bandicoot and the Maddens, like of course, the NBA Lives, the
Mhm.
NBA Streets. You know,
NFL Street was fire back in the day.
NFL Street was amazing.
Yes.
Another one that I played that I just adored, and it's crazy I don't have a figure, but it maybe in the future, who knows? Is Devil May Cry. I loved that growing
I haven't
up.
played that one. Have you, Daniel? You heard that one? Looked
I've
like you
never
did.
heard that title
Yeah?
in a long time. I had a
Oh,
friend
really?
who played that. That was really
Oh,
heavy.
okay.
Oh, it is like the hack and slashers of all hack and slashers.
Yeah.
Your forearms will be emblazoned with fire by the end of you playing that game, because it's just so much. I mean, you're jumping on top of enemies, you're slashing them, you're shooting them, switch
Mhm.
to shotguns and blast them up in the air. It's like crazy stuff you can do in the game.
Mhm.
And that was stuff that I was like playing when I was a kid. The Warriors video game actually got me into the movie. I went to see
Yeah.
I went to, you know, to beg my mom to get me the DVD to watch that because the game was so great. So stuff like that, you know,
Mhm.
engrossed me. So my profile picture is just a picture that I sent off to someone on Fiverr or Etsy.
Oh, okay.
And they're in some country, I forget. And they just take your picture and they put it in Persona. So if anybody knows the game Persona 5,
Okay.
that is the art style that the characters use. So
Oh,
Persona
okay.
5 kind of plays like Pokemon, like a more sophisticated Pokemon, like turn-based in that sense.
Mhm.
But it's just so stylized, and with the music and the characters in itself, it just plays great. Basically, the premise of that is like these teens learn, they get this power essentially where they go into this realm where they can kind of penetrate the hearts of like some of the most evil people in their
Mhm.
town. Starts with
Mhm.
like their gym teacher, and then it goes to like politicians and, you know, and all of these evil people. So they try to like change their hearts
Yeah.
essentially, and try to change their town and try to change their fate of their whole city, the world. And so all of these like branching storylines because of that, you know, this whole group coming together. Really great story. You can put like an incredible amount of time in your life in the game.
Mhm.
So if you're that type of gamer,
Yeah.
go for it. But if you do not have the time,
Yeah.
I'd say stay away, watch a video or something like that. Supercut.
Yeah. Well, I love those answers. Those answers were awesome. I'm glad we got to. Yeah, I'm glad we got to get to know you a little bit more. So when we see your name in the chat, we know like what you're all about and everything. That's what I really
Definitely,
like.
definitely. Yeah, I appreciate this, man. Keep it going.
Of course, thank you. So let's see some comments in here. Let's see. I'm so bad at reading comments. So if I miss
It's
yours,
an art, man. It's a, you know, something that you got to continue to just hone in.
Yeah. We got Mad Planet. What is up? What is up? Let's see. Yu-Gi-Oh! Love it.
Oh yeah.
I want the dual disc for my collection.
I see. I was gonna go that route in terms of like kind of etching out a little like space for Yu-Gi-Oh, because I do have somewhat of a deck almost finished. And I have like a couple books like full of cards that I bought.
Is it dual disc the thing you put on your forearm?
Yes, that's the thing you put on your forearm, and
like,
you know, like you pull up. It's like a real kind of cool, like, you know, prop, if you will. But yeah, that was from the show, dual disc.
Okay. I see. I
Yeah.
see. I want a Dante, bro. Those games are fire.
Yeah, I think Asmus did Dante,
Uh-huh.
and I think they did Virgil, and then I think another did like Virgil's son.
Hmm.
They look good, but I just struggle with like trying to find space in my collection, especially for stuff that's like unknown or stuff that's like year
Mhm.
out. I don't want to like that was like a part of that first year like learning curve was like I got the money,
Hmm.
don't want to gorge myself. I do want to leave like room
Yeah.
on on the platter here for upward mobility or stuff that is more closer to my heart. So
Yeah.
that was something I had to say. Just no, I can't.
Yeah. Okay. You almost said DMC.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts 1 will forever be my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, if they did a Sora, that'd be insane. The main character from that with the key, yeah.
Oh,
Dylan,
I know.
another one. Listen.
Oh, what's up? Dylan Compton. What's up?
Mhm.
How are you? Glad to see you in here. Yeah, that I know some of the Kingdom Hearts stuff because of Funko. Funko is
Oh yeah.
showed me a lot of stuff from different
Ooh.
things that I would never know about.
Those guys are burying like they burying pops. They got so many
Yeah.
like in their stock. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh, we got 6-scale Mafia in here. What is
Yes,
up?
sir. Oh man,
Anthony? What is-
Anthony. I'm just sounding like a broken record, but yeah, another brother of
awesome
mine,
guy, yeah.
giving me a platform, especially with
Mhm.
his Discord and also the stream I was on, a couple weeks back.
Mhm.
So just
Awesome.
major shout out to that guy.
Yeah. I watch his streams all the time. I think I was in his stream earlier today. But yeah, he shows some. He's all passionate about this, and I love that so much.
Yeah, if you guys are familiar with Grand Theft Auto 5, he Mafia reminds me of Michael. He is
oh my
like
God.
literally put the headphones on, and I am in the 80s. Like he loves it. I appreciate that. It's like I wasn't as connected to that decade. I was born in the decade after, so just hearing about that just allows my mind to kind of go there with them.
True. Miami saying what's up. Yomo saying Mafia, what's up. Dual disc from season 2, Duelist City.
Yes, yeah.
Let's see. Question for panel: if you only had one to keep, if you had only one figure to keep, which one would it be?
Oh Lord, I'll let you guys go first.
Yeah, let me go first. I think I kind of know this already.
Spashka, you remember that question from backstage?
Yeah, we need to ask that after this one.
Yeah.
So we got probably the in-art Joker. I gotta say in-art Joker.
Oh man.
Yeah. Do you want Daniel to go or you go?
He can go, man. I still need like a couple seconds here. Let me look back.
Oh, you're muted, Daniel.
I'm gonna go with my dark side Anakin.
Yeah. I was gonna get that too, but then I remember I had the in-art.
I really want that in-art Joker now, though.
Yeah, you'll see it when you come over here.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Man, you gotta look at him. You gotta look back at him.
Man, if it had to go, bro, I would just have to. I'll have to just keep the classic Spider-Man.
Okay, all right.
If
The one
it
with
just-
that's the one with the diorama, right? The
That
classic-
one, yeah, it had like the
scorpion.
I ended up like getting that parted out because I just wanted the fig. Like,
okay.
but yeah, like
Yeah.
the scorpion tail, and it had like kind of like the corner of the building and stuff like that. Good stuff on Hot Toys part. They need to do more.
Okay. So Daniel, what was the question you were asking in backstage to Late Bloomer?
So you said you got the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where does that rank on your Spider-Man list out of the 10 Spider-Mans that you have in your collection?
Okay, so for the audience and for full disclosure, 10 Spider-Man I do have right now is the PS4 Miles Morales. That's not the bodega, just a regular that comes with the beanie and the scarf and the cat and the backpack. Scarlet Spider, Cyborg Spider, the classic Spider. Also have Enter the Spider-Verse, Miles and Gwen, the 2099, the Spider Noir from So Toys, Garfield, and then integrated Suit Tom.
Okay.
And I've also had the upgraded Suit Tom, but I sold that.
I'm about to sell that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like
being
the gold is killing me.
With that being said, though, late bloomer, do you think that the black suit Spider-Man coming out from the Spider-Man 2 game is going to knock out one of these out of the list?
It will. I'll tell you that right now. It will.
I even got that, and I don't even play the game, and I got that.
It will. Like, people are, they do want the slick, comic book aesthetic. Let's hope that, for those people that want that, let's hope that, with this comic line that they've actually reinstituted, because we already had those Iron Man figures that they dropped, about a year or two ago. But now we just got that Iron Man that is like more akin to the classic comic book look of Iron Man, like the suitcase dude.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so we could see some things where we could see a Spider-Man, we could see a Daredevil, we could see things like that. Especially if this strike continues to go on. Yikes! And we could be seeing them going to the well when it comes to stuff like that.
Dude, that's actually a great idea. I love that, because could you imagine a line of like first appearances from comics?
Yes, so think like an Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man that might get me to sell this classic when they get that one.
Batman would be sick, dude. Like,
I honestly think there's a lot of money in those classic suits. I mean, I talked to a lot of collectors that that express like, man, what if we had this one, or we had this, like, they gave us the classic Loki. Obviously that was a part of the show, and like that, they did do that though.
Yeah,
like, well, you have that now. That is available to buy. You can get that. So I think that's an awesome thing. Like, yeah. So the Avengers, right? Get the classic like Silver Age look of them. Who knows? They're really looking at the market again. These guys are called Hot Toys for a reason. They're always looking at that. Don't want to get too far from the question. If I was to say it right now, as far as Andrew is concerned, I'd give it probably a top 4. It probably it gets edged out.
Yeah.
The reason why it's up there, because it's an individual body. It's a new body. They had to go to work to get that body right. It was an upgrade. If anybody has it in chat, you guys can agree. If you had the original version too, you probably will also agree. It is an upgrade from the original. It's taller. Have you guys seen the videos out there? It's taller. The materials are much better. The color is much poppier. Same for the Mickey Mouse hands.
Oh yeah,
the figure is fantastic. It was killing me, and I was like, I'm still getting it, bro. I don't care. But yeah, he was right. I mean, I don't know what happened, because Tom's hands are more textured.
Yeah,
and the paint application there, right? It's textured. And the paint application matches the red that is on the suit. And so it's kind of mind-boggling if you already had this one, if you already had, the previous ones. It's like, what happened there? It's not like you guys did crazy poses with the fingers where it's like, oh, okay, you guys struggled to get the paint on, a finger that was going like this or something like that. I don't know. But that wasn't the case. They did. Oh, sorry. That wasn't the case. They did, conventional finger poses. So yeah, I would say it's 4, because the end of the Spider-Verse, man, is like, it's hard to beat. And then because of the posing, like you literally can do everything that Spider-Man should do with that figure. Hands down.
I have the old school one. I can't wait to see the difference. I can't
wait. I would like the clothes, but I felt like the suit in itself wasn't too much of a difference for me. The red stripe is cool, but it wasn't something I was like, oh, I have to have that. I do love the the jacket and the pants look of Miles, so I wanted to do that with the hoodie. Like, not many Spider-Man have the hoodie. Like, let's do that. So
I'm excited to see the new Miles.
And then it has to be Gwen. Gwen has to be right behind that, because she can do everything that Gwen is supposed to do. Right? It's beautiful. So yeah, it would be Miles, Gwen, and I think the third one ahead of that would just be the classic one. Just because of its like rendition of that suit in the game. Like, it's perfect. Like, you look at it, although like you look far away, you don't see the panel lines, the more like updated texture. You don't see it as much, so it really just sticks out as classic to me. So yeah.
I have to plug Brick real quick, because these are made for him.
Look at those. Man, he drew that late bloomer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he actually made those from hand.
So
Good
Bert,
job.
you
Good.
I see you, Mr. Lego. Okay, now.
man.
Awesome.
On Hot Toys, dude. I originally I preferred the Into the Spider-Verse look for Miles.
Mhm.
I'm rewatching Spider-Verse and seeing some clips. I'm like, that suit looks really clean, dude.
Yeah, it does look clean. Don't get me wrong. This is me sparsing through the woods of stuff that I'm very passionate about, right? This is me getting in the bushes and saying, okay, what is really closer to my heart? Because I love it all.
Yeah.
I love it all. So it's really hard to say no sometimes, especially if something is Marvel or Star Wars. Like I would love like the next men to have like all types of clones in this house in jetpacks flying around.
Yeah.
But that's just not feasible. And those characters mean a lot to me and they mean a lot to other people. So why would I kind of, put them in less than a classy environment to be showcased in?
See.
Some people were talking about some of the things that they would keep in theirs, like if they had to pick one. And we had Austin saying his life-size Darth Maul. You had Nick saying
he's strong enough to carry that out quickly in
right?
this house. So
Nick
I believe him.
Nick said Toby Spider-Man from No Way Home. I could see how. Then we got a Nightmare Batman from Payton.
He said he don't even care if it's out yet. That's what he's. Yeah, I'm with you, man. When that drops, I was thinking today, like when that drops, that might be a emotional religious experience for me.
It really will.
I can see Nick getting two just for the Toby head sculpt alone.
Yeah,
and doing a custom like he's done before.
That thing was expensive, man. That thing was expensive. With the
you talking about just the figures?
With the stand base, it was just the No Way Home Toby Spider was over.
That's crazy, man. I opted. I just want the regular, because I'm trying to track down like Doc and Goblin through other means or other channels. So we'll see how that goes. But those.
Yeah, I called it. he's over here saying he's got 2 Tobys on order as Noah. He has 4.
He said it.
He's gonna plan to have 4.
Plan to have 4. Oh my god.
Man, God bless you.
We got Reverse Zeo in here. He said, "What's up?" Matt made it in late. Was out at dinner with Lady Zeo. Oh, okay. What's up, Zeo? How are you doing?
Yes, sir.
Dude, I always talk to him. Justin McFly's in here. I always see him in some other streams. What is up, man?
Oh yeah, another brother of mine. From the South, dirty South.
Oh really? All right. Then we got 80. Someone saying 89 Joker. Miami saying 89 Joker. So
that's a good one.
It's a good one. It is. So let's get started. Actually, let's talk about a few things. Hot toys here. Let's see. I gotta share the screen real quick. Share screen. Windows. So first thing we're going to talk about, guys, is these release dates. Let me move us out the way. There we go. So we got these release dates when we're going to be able to pre-order these. And my first question, if I can get my notes up, let's see. I'm just thinking, are y'all going to, this isn't really a copper drop like question, but are any of y'all going for these figures? Do you think that you're going to go for both? Are you going to go for one? Are you going to go for none? Or what are you going to do? I'll start off with you, Daniel, first while Late Bloomer thinks about that. Tell me, what are you going to do? What is your game plan?
So I know behind the scenes we've been joking like with my new Dark Side Anakin. I'm like, I'm prejudiced against this new one. I don't want it. No, that's not the case. I just feel like people kind of forgotten that the episode 2 version's coming, and I think I'd go with that one. But this Joker, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm honestly debating it. I'm debating on because I've never pre-ordered before.
Yeah.
And given that this one's limited to what, 2,000 to 3,000?
I think 3,000, but I could be wrong. But around there,
The number is like fluctuating in the community. I have no clue. And all I know is limited.
And I know that some Hot Toys are limited as it is anyway, right? Like they probably only made 3,000 Dark Side Anakins, right? So I don't know how many that they make of like Chrome Mando. I'm sure that it's batches and that they continue to make that figure, right? Because it's still released this year technically. But for this one, I would definitely consider it being my first pre-order, given that it's the rooted hair. it looks really sick, but I don't know, man. I'm coming over to your house like we've been talking about in September. And I'm gonna see this in our Joker, so I'm scared to pre-order this, and then I see that one, and I'm like, I need to have that one.
Yeah, this one's crazy.
This one looks really good. I think this one, to me, like I think we said this like maybe 2-3 weeks ago on stream. In terms of scenes, this Joker I think is more accurate sculpt wise to like the second half of the film, and then the NR Joker's like more like to the first half of the film. This is like the hit me scene.
Yeah,
definitely gonna think about it. August 17th.
Yeah, I'll
be at work anyway, so why not?
Same. Late bloomer. What about you? What are you doing? Some, I don't know.
DC is like such a interesting like title for me, like, or property for me, because it's something I'm like going like forward. I'm very stringent on. Yes, I have my Trinity, but that Supergirl, whenever it does get updated, of course. We still haven't heard anything about that yet in terms of update. I'm kind of scared, but once we get that figure, I would love to have that along with Henry Cavill's Superman. So just having them kind of back to back in that would be pretty dope. So as far as DC Joker, I'm good. I actually did have the NR Joker for a little bit.
You're hurting me here.
Yeah, I had the jail cell version.
Yeah.
I sold that for like $350. I needed some money for my summer endeavors, man. But yeah, when I had it, it was a fantastic figure. I mean, in terms of posing, in terms of just quality materials, the tailoring, the rooted hair. I literally pulled it out of the thing, looked at it, and put it on him. I didn't touch it. I would touch it just like, just to feel, just like to feel it, because it's like, wow, they did a great job on that. But we'll see what that one brings in terms of people are into. But the one that I'm interested in, of course, is Anakin Skywalker. That one for me, that is a character that I'm like, hot and cold on. In terms of, do I want him in my collection? Do I have space for him? Obviously, like, you gotta have a Darth Vader in your collection if you're gonna go into Star Wars route. Like, there's like two things you must have in a Star Wars collection if you're going in 6 scale. I just think, it's Darth Vader and a trooper of some kind. You must have that. It's like needed. So just to kind of sell that this is Star Wars. No, it's not just a figure collection. Like, no, this is Star Wars, right? And so yeah, Anakin is someone I've been like hot and cold on. I have signed up on the RSVP to try to get this guy. Like Spotchka, I was thinking that AOTC is kind of more of my speed. I kind of grew up with that a little bit. Like this guy is like the light side Anakin. Is not. It doesn't have the dark side eyes. Again, my famous quote: parsing through those weeds, parsing through those woods. And to make sure that what I want, do I want to spend this much money for this guy? Because at the end of the day, you have to look at it in terms of, this isn't an Iron Man. I can agree to pay $400 for an Iron Man because I know I'm getting the best the Hot Toys can engineer in their products. With a Jedi that it doesn't have leather, sorry, it doesn't have much bells and whistles outside of a lightsaber and maybe the base that will light up. I have a hard time, even with the one that we have available. I have a hard time convincing myself that figure is worth the money.
It's worth the aftermarket price, because the aftermarket price is crazy.
You have to really love him, and like I got love for Hayden Christensen, but I'd rather go for something that's a little bit more available. So I will try. And if I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get this, and I like that, winning that really kind of sweeps me into wanting a figure, I might keep it. But if somebody that I know that really missed out on it, that's like bummed out, I'm like, man, no, I'm about to be your Santa today. So we'll see how it goes. But that's the one I'm looking at as far as this Anakin. a few more comments in terms of the rooted and this artisan line.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see if the artisan line is upgrade on top of their existing DX line.
Yeah.
Is that, another kind of category that we should expect in terms of Hot Toys products, or is that just a designation that you can put on any figure that they like, right? And they can put artisan on just anything that will be available just sitting on the pegs at Sideshow. So I'm kind of curious as to, they didn't really do much of that when they dropped their video. Their video was like, hey, we did some awesome stuff, y'all. Come take a look at this. And like, oh man, like they got busy in the studio. They cooked up. Like that's all they really talked about. They didn't really give us like, this is what our plans are like, look forward in terms of what this is going to be in terms of a product for you guys, a product choice. We'll have to, it's a wait and see type of approach.
Yeah. I mean we gave InArt that same treatment too, and they kind of delivered there as well. So
nobody is on here arguing about the figure quality itself. If you've peeped any conversation that's happened on this site on YouTube or anywhere, Facebook, anywhere that you might inhabit on the internet, no one's talking about how bad the figure is. No one can say that it's a damn good fig. You can't say nothing in that regards to that. You can talk about how they, how they did the pre-orders.
Yeah,
you can talk about how it got to you, how it was shipped, whatever company that you went through, or this was messed up, or this was defected. That's one thing. That's a whole other thing apart that is related to the figure, but that isn't what the figure is. Was the figure shot? Was there shoddy craftsmanship that went into this? Nope. Great figure.
It was really good. Yeah, especially for our first figure too. It was really, really good.
Yeah, they wanted to go all out with the box. That was the one problem.
Yeah,
the box created was a logistical nightmare.
The wrapping all on each little thing. I could not, for my review. I almost didn't do my review because I was like, bro, this is crap, man. But
because it's
not crap like bad, but like
statue-esque kind of feel, and that novelty wears off when you're paying exorbitant prices for shipping. Like that literally, you would have been like super hype, and as soon as you saw that money leave your account for shipping, you're like, I don't care about how big the box is now.
I paid $45 for my shipping because I didn't get it from like Toys Wonderland or anything. I got it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so but I did have to wait like 5 years for it. So
that's what I do hear about Spec Fiction. I know that they were trying to do something as a courtesy to their consumers that are happen to be 6-scale collectors, and they don't normally do stuff like that. But that was a hell of a product to dip your toes into.
Yep.
I do got a question about this RSVP. Were you supposed to sign up for this already?
No, I don't think so. It's just that's what I'm going to talk about that next, like a lottery system type of thing. So we're going to go into that. But let me just end the poll. I had a poll in here just asking like, will you attempt to pre-order these? So we got 9 votes, and it came out to be yes is 88% and no is 11%. So mostly everybody's going to at least try for one of these things, which is interesting. So Nick's,
real quick before we move on from the topic, I don't know how many more, like, because yes, it's Heath Ledger Joker, but they've already made so many. I don't know how many more of this interpretation we're gonna get.
I hope we don't get any more, honestly. And I'm a big Joker fan.
I don't know how much of this interpretation we can take.
Yeah,
this is getting ridiculous. Like, I love Batman as much as the next person, but Jesus.
If any other company comes out with a new one, I feel like collectors will riot. Be like, look, we give up. Like we've already bought this one and then now we got this hot. No. I'm gonna puke Joker by the end of all this whole process. Man, love the character, but jeez, we're going crazy on this product.
It's too much. We got Nick saying, I'm going to go for Anakin, but I'm not a fan of the head sculpt for the Joker at all. Okay.
I'm not a fan of the tongue, but I know that's
really yeah. It looks a little weird, but I mean, I'm not going to use the tongue. Going for the Anakin since I don't have it. Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's see. If it's not numbered, then labeling it limited does nothing for me. They say 3,000 for all. For all we know, they could drop double that. Yeah, that's true. We don't.
That's
really
what
know.
I'm thinking, because it's like they don't. I don't. There's no way that they make like 20,000 Mandalorians, right? Surely not, because if they're. these are high-end figures.
Well,
How many are they making as it is?
the question is, it's not about how much they're making, because we know that Hot Toys hasn't necessarily like dropped their like production line numbers down. It's more so it's been Sideshow, from our perspective at least, Sideshow that have ordered less. And so it's not necessarily about that. I think that if you want to go the Chinese route or the Hong Kong route or the overseas route, whatever place you want to get from, you're just gonna pay that price that they know is going to be absorbent.
Mm-hmm.
It's a smart business strategy as far as telling you guys like, hey, this is how many we're gonna make, when kind of feels like that's how many they probably make.
Yeah, they want to get people corralled in. That's what the RSVP is about, and we'll talk about how that system could possibly how it goes and how it could be better. But that's kind of the whole process there. They want to drum up that hype, get that attention started. Have that. We've had how many weeks now since we've known? It's been 2 weeks now that we've known this thing exists.
That's crazy how they hyped it up so much.
And so we've had a 2-week hype up of this. And it's all gonna drop next week.
Mm-hmm. And then 16 Shape said he's going for both. Toy Box says, "Don't worry, Bloomer. They're going to reveal update after she hits waitlist full."
That's funny, but I definitely can see that they need to hit that quota first before they put in that work.
Yeah. Verzio saying, "I'm going to give that Joker a try and finally dwell into the Dark Knight line." Yeah, that's a good start too. Yeah,
me too.
I think Aaron Collects was laughing at you being Santa.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to get Anakin, but if I can't get it from Sideshow or close to regular price, I just won't get it. I just hope for a sculpted version of the Return of the Jedi from the Revenge of the Sith.
If you got the pockets, grab it. But have some self-respect out there. Okay, that's all I will say. You love these characters, but don't. These guys don't care that we buy these figures or not. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure that a lot of these celebrities, a decent few of them, do appreciate the support and love we have for them. But they would tell you firsthand, like, I don't want you going in debt. I don't want you like having to struggle for some collectible of mine.
Yeah.
Do it smartly, and just like Yomo said, if I can get it, great. If I can't get it, fine. I'm not gonna kill myself trying to get it out and through other means.
I ain't gonna get mad.
On top of that too, like they just started this artisan line. Like they might, for Revenge of the Sith's anniversary, they may give us a 2.0 Obi-Wan, or for that line. There's so many figures that people have been requesting, like that Palpatine.
I mean, they still haven't even given us an episode 1 Obi-Wan.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's the interesting thing about like Star Wars. I think Star Wars is the most robust line that Hot Toys has. Yeah. But when you go into the woods there's so many like pockets of stuff like, oh, they don't have that? Oh wow, they don't have that either. Oh, that look like there's so many things they have not done.
It'll drive me crazy to have the Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, but no Obi-Wan. Like
so like I don't know. That's a very interesting thing, but they did make that episode 3 one because they know they wanted us to have that dark side Anakin and Obi-Wan look, but you made Maul and you made Qui-Gon. And you didn't make that Obi-Wan from that scene. Like that was the best part of the movie.
We got Aaron Collect saying, "I'm gonna try to get the Anakin since I don't have one. He's my favorite Star Wars character. Same here. We got Peyton saying 2.0 Scarecrow would be nice. And we got Combat Evolve. What is up? I'm terrified of the rooted hair, man. I'll keep my NR Joker sculpted hair and probably grab the sculpted Joker from Hot Toys too. Yeah, I really do. I do like the sculpted.
You gotta live on the wild side, man.
Yeah.
Like the Golden Armor was talking about it. Yeah, that's rooted. But yeah, it just really depends on how well the rooting job is done. I will go on that wild side if the rooting job is done. I've seen some customs of kind of short-haired, men characters like Iron Man and Thor, Captain America. I'm like, oh, if they were to go that route, I think if Hot Toys did a rooted Tom Holland or something, I'm cooked. I'm done, y'all.
NR's doing it with their Bruce Wayne. With their
yeah. That's how I feel like I'm happy for the DC collectors because that is something that's a lane that's open for them to get some, 3.0s, 2.0s, some real great upgrades of characters that they are truly passionate about. So I'm really truly happy for those who are really into the DC lane more so over the Marvel or Star Wars. Like they have that option for that.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go to the next thing. This is going to be just asking you both if so do you agree with the lottery system, or do you think that we should have do you agree with them just putting this thing out for pre-order? And I'm going to put the little picture of Sideshow just so we know what we were talking about. Well, it didn't change. I don't know why. But so do you guys agree? Like, should we have got a lottery system, or should it just be everybody out for their own? Whoever gets it, gets it. So Late Bloomer, you can go first on that one. I'll put a poll in the chat. Do you guys think so as well?
Okay. Yeah, that is an interesting thing, because from the stealth suit Cap to the arena suit Boba Fett, what else? We just had the that DX100 Iron Man, the Wonder Woman. Throw some in the chat as well if you guys remember any of those that I didn't name. But we had quite a bit that went through that, and there was like unanimously everyone had an issue outside of the people who got lucky and got it. And even the people who got lucky and got it, they're like, oh man, it fell out of my cart, then I had to do it again. Like I don't know, it's really hard for me to really suggest what would be a fair way. Like, you could say, hey, all right, well, we click the RSVP button and they have some sort of like, randomizer on screen during the stream that all of these names pop up, and they literally, show you, they'll show your name or a number that you have. They give you like a ticket or something like that on the back end when you RSVP, and they just show that number, and something like that, where, then once you get that, then you shortly get an email that'll allow you to go straight to Sideshow, right, and just order it. So eliminating, like, no people are just going to be going on the site for no reason then. Right? Because if you didn't get that email or you didn't get the ticket or whatever, why are you on the site? Whatever. So just trying to eliminate all the traffic and allowing people to just put their ticket in, watch for the stream or watch for the lottery, just like on TV, watch for the stream, and then they see their number pop up or they don't. Right? It's That'd only going to be
way.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's really hard to say. I'm pretty sure somebody can pick apart what I just suggested with logic and say, like, that probably wouldn't work, or that's not fair either. So it's a really tough.
Both sides are kind of right in some way.
Yeah. Because I'm like kind of with Sideshow. I'm like, how the hell you guys want us to do this? And it's just
sure
like
it's gonna be a crap show. I'm pretty sure
we want exclusivity, but like at what cost? Like it's like we want. That's like the exclusivity is really hurting our relationship with Sideshow.
Yep.
Because of how they're having trouble figuring out this process. So I just agree in the camp that it needs to be something different. It needs to be something a little bit more easier. It shouldn't lead to heartbreak. This hobby should not lead to heartbreak. Like, yes, it's one thing if something happens in your life, you have to sell figures. Like, that's heartbreaking in itself. That's out of people's control. But like when you got a figure that you really want and it's in your cart and it keeps plopping out of your cart, that is enough to drive any man wild. Let's try to eliminate as much as we can. There's enough stuff in the world to be pissed off about.
Daniel, what do you think?
Well, as we were talking about it, I just put myself on the list.
Oh, okay. Just
got the email notification for it.
No, you're good.
Maybe
you were like scared, like, what was that?
Yeah, man, because that's the thing. Like, okay, Joker, at least, and shit, Anakin Skywalker too, man.
Yeah.
Both of these figures have had several interpretations and releases, and this seems to be the one that everybody's taken for, right? I would have agreed with just letting people just pre-order, right? Like, just like a normal figure, versus just making this like big, almost like Clash of the Titans between collectors of trying to race each other to get it, man. Like, it's I don't know.
It's gonna be crazy.
Maybe just a window for everybody, you know,
Yeah.
a extended window of a couple of days where
that would have been
on the
good,
site.
you know, and not pulled an in art though, like not said it and then didn't do it.
And put a fucker on that. Put like a little ticker on the site and just let it flip.
They did that for a few Hot Toys, like some of the exclusive editions. They did put like a timer on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So is the difference between these two and like normal releases? So when it hits blue screen, that's like permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I asked the chat. Only 4 people voted. So we got. Do you think Sideshow should have done a lottery system? 25% of the people said yes, and 75% of the people said no. So that is that. And Evil Sneaker said this should be a lot. This should not be a lottery. You should have to actually try to get this figure. Lottery entices people to get it, even if they aren't that interested in it, and then flip it. Yeah, we got some flippers that are going to be there. Yeah. He's also saying you got to look at the market right now too. Limited availability on huge iconic figure drives up the hype. That's true too. Yeah, like you said, like you can argue both sides, but
that's the thing about Anakin is like how people they treat him. Like the aftermarket is crazy. And then how they're doing this. I thought this was going to be a wide release. I was really disappointed to hear that this was going to be limited because I know that what that was going to result into being.
Yeah. But I guess we'll get into our first actual cop or drop. So this is going to be a very, very, very interesting figure. This is something that's different. So let me add this to the stream. So we got this guy that was kind of announced or something today. This was let's see, I have my notes here on where it's from. So this was this is from 3 Steps Studio. You can pre-order it right now, and it is a limit of 200 figures, and this is $630 shipped. So it's very, very expensive. This is a 6 scale figure from Interstellar. This is I forgot the actor's name.
McConaughey.
Yeah. So this is him. The head sculpt to me doesn't warrant that price, but there is a bright side to this. The same day that this thing dropped, we did get another company, Present Toys, that actually teased the figure, this same exact figure, and this was their tease right here. So that is this, and then this is 3 Step Studio that actually announced it. So we have 2 figures here. I'll go through some of these. I take the price into consideration. The movie, I know this movie is wonderful, but this is a quick drop for me just because of the price and the head sculpt and everything just does not appeal me at all. Straight drop for me. I'm going to put it in the chat. Daniel, what do you think? Is this a cop or a drop for you?
All right, guys, chat and buddies, don't hate me. I've never seen Interstellar.
Oh my goodness.
So I've seen clips, I've seen the memes and whatnot, where him crying and whatnot.
I
know it's a Christopher Nolan movie. I know it's really good. There's a list of movies that's funny to see. At least I'm not as bad as Cooper, okay? I'm not as bad as him. But yeah, this figure does look really cool. That price tag though, yeesh.
$630. It's crazy.
Now, the guy just told me everything I needed to know about this movie though, right? Because it's pretty iconic. It's a Christopher Nolan movie. There's collectors out there like Austin, right? That get one-off figures that like to have just their favorite movies interpreted in 1/6 scale.
Yes.
And I know that there's a lot of Christopher Nolan fanatics that just want to have every single one of his movies represented in 1/6 scale. And that's a cool idea. This, as a figure-wise, it looks really cool.
It does look cool.
I don't think the likeness to Matthew McConaughey is okay, I think.
I think I got a better picture. Here we go. Yeah, it's there and it's not there.
It's very third-party-ish.
Yeah.
Ironically, his name's Cooper. That's funny. No, I think the for you said 630. 630.
Yeah, 630.
I think is a little strange. The body itself looks really cool.
It does. The suit looks great.
You know, it definitely looks high end at least, but I don't know. The base.
I love the base. Yeah, the base.
The moon-looking base looks nice, but I don't know, man.
Yeah. What about you, late bloomer? Copper drop. This is a drop for you, right, Daniel?
Yeah, drop.
Yeah, drop.
This smells like a very small run from like a small team.
Yeah.
of people
Like a
who
custom
are
figure.
that are like kind of like getting together because they wanted to make this figure. For the people who have deep pockets, I mean, you can get it and ship the head sculpt off and throw some money on that, and you'll get a good Matthew McConaughey. Really, where my interest is, this a drop, by the way, because no. I love the movie though. I love the movie, and I do want to like say like we don't see a whole lot of like astronaut suits and like real world, people who are into, let's say, like firefighters, and like we have the police officers because people, like Terminator stuff. We see a police officer outfit, but stuff like a firefighter outfit, astronauts. Like those things are a lot of material, especially for a 6 scale figure. And so I have to give hats off to them for getting, the suit down, and the helmet looks good. If you didn't have the money to throw at the head sculpt, just put the helmet on, man.
Yeah, true. It looks good with the helmet.
The moon base, but I'm just outside of knowing that it's probably a small team and a small run. Just looking at it, what else comes with it? Because this moon base in the figure is not enough for 630 for me.
See these hand things, I guess, that you move stuff with. I guess he moves himself.
Part of the figure.
That little bitty piece of plastic.
Yeah, it's these. Like you could see it on one of these other pictures.
Yeah, that's on his arms.
I'll wait for the artisan edition.
See it right there right here.
Okay. Yeah. Oh wow, I'm dead. But yeah, the suit looks fantastic. I mean, it's really textured, a nice textured space suit white that we're all accustomed to. And the body looks proportionate to what Matthew McConaughey looked like in the film. I had to go back and look at the film again to see if this is really inaccurate.
The gloves are really nice too.
Yeah, like everything is like done well. It's just, do you love that movie enough to get this small run? Or I feel like this really is in the pocket for those who love the movie and might catch Matthew McConaughey at a signing and get him to sign this.
Okay.
That's what the market is.
But too, it looks really nice.
Toy Box is saying it's $630 through kit, and through the actual person organizing it, it's $488. So,
okay.
$488 is still pushing it, but it's better than $630.
Yeah, like $630 is like whoa, like some of these
like statue prices.
Yeah, that's like Anakin price. Like a couple months ago, he was running for like $700.
I'll wait for the artisan edition.
Yeah, that was funny.
The movie was great, but it was an emotional roller coaster. Don't know if I can put myself through that again. Saiso teased the sculpted Joker on the site and is set to be available at the same time as the rooted version. Yeah, I think that Evil Sneaker said that too. So
yeah, I'm imagining once you get on the site, and be able to select it, it'll be those two selections you'll have.
Yeah.
So at 9:00 that morning,
the sculpted
on the website and select which one you want.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't hit the wrong one and do it real quick.
Oh, you
okay. So please, in your rush to get your instant grail, if you will, please read and slow down.
Yeah, look at it. Make sure you're looking at it.
If I have a customer, I'll be like, look, something very important's going on. Just give me one moment.
No, Yomo, you're good. You're good. Don't say you're bad. I wanted to read y'all's kind of both at the same time, but so we'll go to the next figure. Okay, guys, so this one is I think we're on the next figure. This one's a little goofy. It might be a quick one. Oh wait, let me actually first in the poll. Sorry. So we had 6 votes. 83% of the people are saying drop on this one, and 16% are saying cop. So that's cool. We're gonna go to the next one. This is goofy, you guys, but I wanted to include it because I did see it. So that's the tease. Hold on.
I purposely didn't look at this in the chat. So
really? Okay.
So I haven't really seen it.
We got the gloomy frog from the meme toys. I don't know how much this is. I didn't look it up or anything, but I don't. You know what? This is more of a cop for me than it is the freaking Interstellar figure.
Body not included. What is this?
I think it's just the head because look, so it's just this head, right? And some hands, but you could put it on your figures.
They put it on.
They have it on low key. They have it on In Art Joker too.
Oh, brother.
So is this
Somebody's gonna do this? Like, yeah.
This would look great on a stormtrooper, honestly.
Yeah, oh, it would actually, but like, I don't know. It's just gonna be the head, so it's not gonna be too expensive. So say if this was $50, I don't know how much it is. If you guys know in the chat, just let us know. But would you guys cop this just for the memes? Anyone of y'all can start.
I probably would, like,
Right?
just for the F of it, man. Like, this is really funny. Like, now it got me thinking, like, man, what could I put this head on?
You could put it on your Spider-Man.
Yeah, put it on Spider-Man. I mean, like, hopefully it comes with a neck adapter. I'm not sure. It just kind of looks like it's going to be
price, right? Get like 50 of these, right, for you, Late Bloomer, because you have 50 figures. And just do a prank and just like swap out all the heads on all these figures.
I mean, that could be another reason why they're called meme.
Insane.
Because this is a meme, of course. The frog is a meme, but you can also like put it on anything and make it a meme. You know.
They said it's like 43 on kit.
Oh, 43 on kit. Okay.
30, something like that.
30. Okay.
So,
yeah.
This would go hard with Boba Fett with Throne, man. I don't know.
Looks like it's probably not going to cost no more than $50.
Yeah.
For you to get this in your house. So, yeah, this is the type of stuff that is refreshing to see. Like people just providing a little fun, a little joy along with their collections, because we're always so serious about paint applications and sculpts and body suits and texture. So it's great to see stuff like this. Like this is just funny.
I could see like a trooper like sitting down and like just like this and like with the head.
Yeah,
we're putting it on Emperor Palpatine walking with Vader.
Oh my god!
No, it's just like you can just like put it like say like I probably could put it like on like Luke. Like Mando Luke's, and then put the hood over him, and then light the lightsaber, so it's like got that nice little like green light on his face. Like it can work, man. You can do a lot of different stuff.
This is one of those figures I know. This is those things that you like look at and you're like, what the hell? But you like think about it and you're like, you know what? I might actually get that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we have 5 votes at 100%. I'm so 100% cop on this one.
Why not? I mean, have a little fun.
Yeah. I probably might actually pre-order this soon. So
I don't see that selling out. So it should be around for a bit.
So the next thing that we have is something that Late Bloomer I do on this thing called This or That. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna segue us into that. So let's see. Let me remove this.
Put him on Marty and put him on the DeLorean. Silliness, man.
Let's see. Let me remove this, and then we're gonna do a little segue into here that I always do. Let's see if I can find it first. All right, here we go. All right, guys. This or that. So we got Marvel Edition. So good thing you are here, Late Bloomer. So this is a segment where you got to pick. You'll get one of these figures for free, of course, and you got to act like you don't have it because I see that behind you. You got to act like you don't have it, okay? But you get one of these figures for free if somebody had it in front of you. You just say no. You can never get the one that you don't pick. So you get one for free. Which one are you picking, this or that? And you just let me know which one. So just let us know, Late Bloomer, which one you're picking. And I got a poll. I'm gonna get a poll down there as well. Y'all can vote as well in the chat.
All right. I'm going to go with this.
Okay.
And I have a lot of reasons why.
I know. I heard that figure's good. I've been sleeping.
Listen, we first when that dropped, you know, we all kind of was like, "Oh, Marvel Legends." Yeah. But I think that was because we were all just like, we were still in that mode of just wanting to get drops, and everybody wanted the drop that they wanted, and it wasn't that. Mm-hmm. But when you actually get this figure in your house, hose it up.
Yeah.
Deal with all of the accessories that it comes with. You, along with all the Iron Man figures that we have, this is all of Hot Toys' R&D and their whole approach to how they make figures move and pose, all on that figure. We're talking about magnetic head sculpt. We're talking about drop down legs, right? Also extend shoulders. A lot of people are like,
the legs drop down.
Yeah, the legs drop
that's
down, bro.
cool.
The legs drop down to give you that extra height if you wanted to. So if you don't care about joints showing or whatever, whatnot, drop that thing down, make him a little taller, make him do something crazy and freaky. Like, you could do that. The shoulder, right? Like, you can see in this picture here where the shoulder just seems seamless, like it's like one body. You can pull that shoulder out and give him some crazy range of motion if you want him to do that. If you want him to stay kind of put together and kind of have that more kind of like seamless look, you can do that. Also, his forearms pull out and you can put other extensions and other accessories there. Another thing that probably somebody won't tell you is I was posing and he took a shelf dive.
Oh, wow.
And the tendrils that don't, like, obviously the ones that are not in the back, but the tendrils that are raised up on his arms and stuff that are molded plastic. Hot Toys knew that might happen to people who own that figure, and they made clean breaks at the bottom of those. So if they were to get pulled out, they're clean breaks. So I just glued it. Some of them stuck right back in and just need a little bit of glue to go right back in. But they're all like, they're clean breaks. And I was like, oh, okay. So they really thought ahead in a lot of stuff that they did with that figure. So that's something that somebody may not tell you because they had it and never took a shelf dive. So so things like that, you know, it's also just got me thinking, like, they put a lot of effort into this thing. We see joints, but if you're a good poser,
it's not bad.
And the perspective that I have is like, I can hide a lot of different stuff.
That's the first thing I noticed when you joined is that Carnage. Yeah,
it's the red, the tendrils. It's imposing. Like, you've ever seen that meme? I forget what movie it was, but it was William Dafoe, and I think he was in. I forget what movie it was, but it's the meme where he's like looking up, and it's like something's about to drop. Like, that's what Carnage makes me feel like in my house. Like, looking up, like, you're big. Like, that's he's the closest that you'll get, and probably Venom is the same. He's the closest that you'll get to a quarter scale unboxing, but still 6 scale. Like, it's still the 6 scale designation, it's 6 scale size, but all the way from the boxing to display, overwhelming because of the sheer size and display options.
Okay. All right. So we got this in here. Daniel, what do you think?
Man, I'm also gonna have to agree with Bloomer here and go with this. This Carnage is pretty damn sick. I got to see it for myself in person at Reebok.
Oh, really?
And he's right. It is that Willem Dafoe meme where he's like,
it's
I have to
crazy.
I have to remember.
I'm only really leaning into it because this is probably the only Carnage we're going to get. Versus that's like a 2.0 of something we already saw. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, we already had this, and we're like, all right, cool, that's awesome. But like this, like, they actually decided we want to make an awesome toy.
Unless Carnage shows up in Spider-Man 3 in the game, you never know.
Oh God.
But yeah,
me cooked, y'all. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think whatchamacallit, Homie One also said that half the Eddie Brock head sculpt is unbelievable, and Carnage it too big. Oh, it's too big and has too many visible joints. So yeah, we have like half and half on this one.
I can see where you're coming from.
And I think I'd put that on this one just because I had. Oh, well, I can't say that I had the figure, but I like Venom a lot more, honestly. So I know that the Carnage is probably 10 times better, but Venom I like a lot more, I guess.
Yeah, I think that Carnage is allowing you, as with all the options he has, allows you to do more. Yes, like the bust is like great with Eddie, and I think that's awesome. But that's like, when I think about like Venom, and that's another good point. Like, they're both amazing. Don't get me twisted. But when I think about Venom, I think about that symbol. I don't see that, and it throws me off.
True.
So that's why I'm kind of waiting for the PlayStation one, as opposed to this one. I have an easier time believing that's Carnage.
Yep.
Just because of the black entrailed into his tendrils, like that looks like Carnage to me.
Yep.
Like that Venom, like, oh yeah, that's movie Venom. Like I can clearly distinct that.
100%.
Yeah. So like I said, I have 3 of these. So that was the first one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the next one. Let's see. There we go. I told you he was going to come up.
You didn't do this or that, Joey.
Oh, I did. What do you mean? Oh, I didn't in the poll.
No, for you. You didn't.
For you. What was
I said I'm gonna get that.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. So we got these 2 right here. I forgot to end the this or that for that one. So 60% are saying Carnage, and 40% are saying Venom. So we got Carnage for the win on that one. But it's kind of close to. It's really close.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. That's what I was just feeling like. We're probably the only Carnage we're gonna get for a long time at least, and we're probably gonna get a different version of Venom as a pre-order later this year. So that's kind of how I'm coming.
So we got these 2 guys. Y'all know them both. Late bloomer. Which one are you gonna pick? This or that? I got the chat also down there as well. You guys can vote on this one as well.
This is a really tough one because these 2 weren't available. It was only the one this was available when I started. But I had to really talk myself off of the Zombie Hunter because of the classic look. That's underneath the seat, along with the metal wrist gauges, if you will, or web shooters. But if I were to somebody were really between these 2, I would tell them this, because you're getting LED light up function, and you're also getting some really good work in terms of body texture and body paint applications on the suit, because on the suit itself there are like rips and stitches, and the blue on the blue on his panel, the blue panels, those are like really kind of like muted because they're like dirty and beat up. They really kind of took it into that next edge to give it that look like, he just got beat the hell up, and he just got the arm on. And so in terms of just like what would pass off more as like an eye-striking figure in your display, I would say the Cyborg, because not only are you getting that, but you're getting that Cyborg arm that's just, you can do so many different things with that in terms of posing.
Okay. Yeah, the Cyborg arm looks crazy. I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah.
Daniel, this or that?
I'm going to go with that. I have personally never been a giant fan of the Cyborg Spidey. No offense to anybody who does. But Zombie Hunter Spidey, in my opinion, looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
You can take the name of Doctor Strange's cloak is skipping.
The levitation?
Cloak of levitation.
Yeah.
Right? You can take that off and give it to a different figure. Just give it to another Doctor Strange. And then you can have this for your like almost like animated Spider-Man. And this one looks pretty sick with the lines. He's kind of looks like how he does at Avengers Campus, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's that.
It's not too far off from the Churro Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was say he looks very. And honestly, use your imagination, like you're a kid, if you will, or for a younger collector, because this one I see you go for pretty cheaper prices in the secondary market.
Yeah, bargain.
Use this for your No Way Home Spidey if you didn't get the new one that's coming out, or don't have that on pre-order. So
you talking about like that red and blue suit?
Yeah,
kind of like a substitute. Yeah,
because that one's gonna be hard to come by, man. Because everybody wants that one.
Yeah, it's I think I'm good. I think the integrated suit is good for me. I already had a classic red and blue suit. That was again parsing through the weeds. I had to tell myself no on that one. Everybody, as soon as we got that drop, everybody's like, "Oh my god!" I might though go for that Tom Holland scope, but I don't. I think they did that like how they did the Andrew Garfield with the 2-prong instead of like an actual like ball joint up there. So that might kind of put a wrench in my plan.
Tom Holland sculpt on that new black suit Spider-Man, bro.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Be cool.
Well, we have to see if that can be transferred, because if it's not a ball joint, we're done. We'd have to pull that ball joint out and like I don't even know if you can convert that with the little 2-prong setup they have.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Yeah. But yeah, it'd be this for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go with this as well. I really love like you said, all the stitching looks really cool. He even has a belt. He has the arm. It just looks really good. I like it a lot, and it has the LED as well. I like
it. You can actually that little piece of his like bandage.
Yeah.
You can like it's on a swivel, so you can like actually swoop that up to make it look like he's like falling down, and it's kind of got like a little bit more of a dynamic look to it.
Okay,
I like that.
That's cool.
These are some good picks, Joey. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So homie wants saying none because it's not Star Wars this week. Yomo saying this. Boba saying I have that and it's awesome. Love it. Yeah. Two of the few Spideys I don't have. I'm with my twin. I'll go this.
Yes. My bro.
This looks great too. Yes. What's up, MB Dyson? How are you doing? Glad to see you. Glad to see you joining up.
What up, bro?
So we're gonna go to the last one. Now this one was a difficult one for me, but I think I have it down. So we're gonna look at it. So here we go. We got Infinity War Thanos versus the non-battle damage in-game Thanos.
Oh man.
So I'll go first this time. We'll go down the line. So I'll say I'm actually gonna go with the Infinity War Thanos just because I feel like that one is 10 times more classic. I forgot in the last poll. The last poll has 5 votes with this at 40% and that at 60%. So that one was pretty close too, actually. So yeah, so I'm gonna go with this on that one. Like I said, because I loved Infinity War way more than I did Endgame. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Daniel, which one do you pick?
I hear that a lot. A lot of people prefer Infinity War to Endgame. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna also agree with you, man. I'm gonna go with this just for the fact alone that the Endgame one isn't accurate to the movie. He's got that Infinity Gauntlet on him, man, and that's not how it was in the film.
What do you mean?
So in the Endgame,
he did get it, but he didn't have the stones in it.
I was about to say, he didn't have the stones.
Oh yeah.
And on top of that, like I would prefer if I was gonna get the Endgame one, I'd prefer to him just to have the other hand normal with the sword or have the nano gauntlet on.
I didn't realize that actually.
Because they had undid all of that. So
yeah. But then again, I think they announced this. This is the time when Hot Toys was still announcing figures like prior to films releases or around the time of films releases.
Yeah,
kind of like Black Suit Spider-Man. Yeah, Black Suit Spider-Man. They messed up from doing that too.
Yeah.
So.
I might have gotten that suit if it had all of like the workings and stuff on it. Yeah.
So you got this too, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm 100% on this one.
Which one, Late Bloomer? Which one used this?
Ooh, I want to tackle it from the perspective of like if somebody was just like walking into your room, right? Because we have a lot of like feelings that we like chain to these movies, right? For a lot of good reasons, right? And it's some of the most like impactful like pieces of cinema ever. So I want to attack it from that perspective. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Real quick on that note, dude. I think compared to like Infinity War, the entire runtime of that movie, but specifically the end of that film, is comparable to The Empire Strikes Back in terms of like big moments in cinema.
Yeah,
like, I vividly remember being at Infinity War opening night and hearing the collective gasp from 150 people.
Yeah,
I know.
What the hell?
It was like hearing people walk out of the theater that like weekend.
Yeah,
I think I saw it like on a Saturday or something like that. The people that were like tweeting about it was like they had like PTSD,
right?
That was like kind of set like the tone for me going into that movie of like
anxiety.
The anxiety that I had watching that film was like from because I just knew like they were all saying like shit just goes bad at the end. I'm like.
I mean, dude,
what
for
are
the
you
first
saying?
10 minutes, Loki gets capped off by Thanos. And
and the Hulk gets put down like a sick
a
dog. I'm just like, no, this ain't no.
And then the title card pops up, and you're like, oh, this is the movie. Okay, now we get started. Go ahead, brother. Sorry to cut you off.
No worries. I want to say like just from that perspective, like I was kind of setting is if I were walking there and I saw him with the armor and with the sword, bro.
Yeah, it's fire.
Let's say these things are by themselves. You don't have Avengers in there with them trying to punch them or take the thing off.
Yeah.
You just have them standing by themselves. That has much more going for it.
That's true.
In terms of just a product by itself. You're getting a helmet. You're getting armor. You know, you can take a point off for it not being accurate.
Yeah,
but that mug is on there.
Yeah,
and you know most people are not gonna.
You
said that
you could take the stones out if you really wanted to.
Yeah, right. So you know, or you could just have that gauntlet off and just have him somewhere else. You know, you literally can have him on that rock if you wanted to get some, I don't know, some type of plastic or some foam, and just have him sitting on a kind of painted rock there. You can do that. But I just think this has like all the armor and all that stuff going for it. Although I do agree on the back end of that, I still choose that. But on the back end, the Infinity War one, when I think Thanos, I'm thinking the mug with the tank top just beating everybody down. Like that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, it's a test to his character because, like, I mean, right on the topic, you can remove some of the stones, just leave the Space Stone and the Reality Stone, I believe. Leave those ones in there. At this time, 2014, in Thanos' life, he's more of like a warrior. He's more like blood. This version with the tank top, man, he's chill. He's like, bro, I've already won, bro. I'm just here.
Yeah, I'm here to collect.
Yeah.
So, and I was having a hard time accept that. I'm like, no, we got to beat him. We can beat him.
Yeah.
We can do this. And he's like, no, I'm here to collect. It's over. And we haven't got back. That's the kind of sad part about it right now. Like, I want everybody to feel that.
Yeah.
That feeling that we had, man. Is it fair to say that we can try to do that, or is it fair to say that it can be replicated? I don't know. Sometimes the greatest things in history are one-time things, man. It just happenstance, a bunch of ingredients all coming together to make this one thing that was just magical, and you just had to be there for that. That stuff is like I think we're all having a hard time accepting that.
Yeah, that I remember forever.
Lightning in a bottle, honestly.
Yeah.
Infinity War itself.
Same thing with Star Wars, like especially with Mandalorian, like that was like lightning in the bottle the first 2 seasons, and I did personally still enjoyed Mandalorian season 3, but I can't sit here and say like that was like bonkers crazy, like greater than season 2. You gotta be out your mind, bro. Like, Ahsoka and Luke, you're crazy.
2 weeks, we'll see with Ahsoka. I think. Get blown.
Can't wait. I know at least I gotta get Chopper and Sabine from that. But yeah, just to kind of put a bow on this, I'm going with that. The armored Thanos.
Okay, and I did have a poll as well. So we have this at 75% and that at 25%. So, but you know what? I do love. I have the battle damaged Thanos. That's the only Thanos I have. But this one kind of still does have some battle damage on it. It does have a little bit of weathering here and there. So I really do like that armored look as well. It's really nice.
I mean, like I said, you could easily put it with Gamora and Nebula.
Yeah,
like 2014.
Right. If you want, exactly. So if you wanted to do that look, right, that previous, the pre, the waiting in the wings Thanos, you can do that because that old one they did, yeesh. It has aged quite a bit, so yeah, I'd go that approach. I'm pretty sure people have already gone with that, and then you can have that Infinity War one. If you went crazy and got both, you can really have him duking it out with the Avengers.
So we got Aaron Click saying this is a good one. So this Philip Full saying this, that, and then we got from MB Dyson, Aaron Click saying I don't have neither of them, but I'm gonna choose the Infinity War one. Yep, I like the look of that more, but this is the more important figure in my opinion. Yes, Philip, I agree with that as well. Aaron saying he doesn't have neither. I'm going to choose. Oh, I already said that one. Boba Fett saying I like this more better. Yeah. It's just more iconic. We got Mike in here. What is up? Mike was on last week. How are you doing, Mike?
Yo, legend.
Yes, big
What's
time
up, man?
legend. Bro. swooped everybody by storm. But we're gonna end the this or that. We're gonna end the where I already ended the poll. So we're gonna go to the next thing. So we got 3 more copper drops here. These are, let's see. So the first one's going to be I think it got dropped a few days ago. We got these droids right here. So the R-5 droid pack. These things look really good. I really do like them. For me, these are going to be a drop, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna cop these, and rightfully so, actually. Especially the pit droid. The pit droid is really cool. I like the pit droid a lot.
All of their articulation design went into the pit droid.
I know. Look at that.
All of it. I'm talking like his clamps for hands. They extend.
Yeah.
He can like 108, almost 360 degree bends. Like he could do it all. Double bend elbow joints. Like swivel at the shoulders. Like it's awesome. Perfect stuff. And you're at liberty to do stuff like that when it's a robot. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about seamless stuff and human flesh.
Mm-hmm. So would you copper drop it though, Late Bloomer? You're gonna hit copper drop, and I'm gonna put it in the chat like I usually do, guys. So you could vote with us.
I'm going to pass.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that hurts me, the 2 things that hurt me, the pit droid I can really pass on, but the R5, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I would love to have a droid like R5 and then R2D2 having them interact in a space in my collection. That would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
And the BD droid, right? Because for those who are gamers, that's as close to BD1 as we're gonna get right now.
Yeah. That's that little thing that follows him around, right?
Exactly. That's Cal. It follows Cal around. And this droid is specifically made for like scouting missions, especially those who would go into like.
I mean, look at the weathering though. That's just insane.
Crazy environments. Yeah, like the weathering. Those 2 little antennas they pluck on. You have to put those on yourself.
Yeah.
So these are great, but again, like they don't fit my collection, my collecting needs. But for those who are going to be who already have large vehicles, whether that is the snow speeder that Jazz Inc. has, or anything, or like any type of droids. This would be perfect for you because it's the right type of set dressing, environment building that can really bring your cases and your displays to life.
Yeah, they really can, especially that pit droid, man. I love it. That's really good. You see, now where I'm going, I'm not really liking this, but this freaking Grogu right here, I'm tired of it having a flat bottom like this. It looks so goofy to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, what are you laughing at, Daniel? Someone saying something funny?
No, it's just the pose that they have.
Yeah, I was just laughing at the picture here.
Oh yeah, okay. But like I would like some cloth on the next Grogu, like some.
Yeah, I think they really could do that. Because
this flat bottom is just not.
I'm not. I feel like they can replicate the color that his garment is made out of in real fabric. It's just interesting because then you're gonna have to really put together an actual molded body underneath that to really have that kind of sense of like stature for him. But I'm all in on what the future beholds for Grogu in terms of Hot Toys and him as a character. Yeah, because obviously we know he's gonna grow and he's gonna grow into something hopefully spectacular for us to all consume one day. But for as a figure, we already got what was that with the Mando Luke? We got an upgrade for him. I think that was like, what do we want to call that, chat? Like Grogu 3.0 or something?
I guess. Well, at this point it's like 10.0.
Like, I don't know. Like it's like Grogu like 10.0 or whatever. Like it feels as though we're getting closer to them realizing what they really want this character to be like on your shelf. And like right now it's kind of just like he's still trying to make his way out of the set dressing department, if you will, like environment building. Like him being his own character is still going to take some time because obviously that's where we're at in the show.
I feel like he needs to, because Mike had a good point to this. They are kind of like milking him a lot. I feel like he needs to go away for a little bit.
A time skip, if you will.
Skip. Yeah. So we need to see. I'm tired of seeing him little. I'm tired of seeing the same size.
The baby is cute, and then it wears off. But they're always going to be able to sell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why they're milking it so much.
They're always going to be able to sell that. My friend Dylan brought up, and that was kind of a point I wanted to go to, is that the R-5 is going to be a must for anybody that cares infinite amounts of love for the first film, Star Wars.
Yep.
Because there's so much like background, backstory with R5 and R2D2. R5 basically kind of help nudge us towards Luke, right? It helps us he in the backstory kind of helps us, nudge the story along. Yeah. So, although it's not, they got there you go right there. Yeah, some of the most instrumental droids in all of Star Wars right here in one picture. And for those who have ordered this, you're going to have this soon in your own collection. So I know this means a lot to a lot of people. So I'm excited that you're getting it, and their ingenuity and their design when it comes to these droids alone, with the tripod and that coming down at the bottom, whether the magnet that you can literally put there for its own set dressing, or you can use that magnet to kind of pop up its top and then put the antennas and stuff in there. I think that's just awesome, and it just goes some more to show you like, when Hot Toys wants to put their foot in it, that's what we say in the Black community. They really put effort. They put their foot in it. Yeah. You can see they put a lot of effort into this. The craftsman's work is there. I'm not getting it per se, but I'm really excited for those who will.
Okay, so we got 2 drops: me drop, Late Bloomer drop, and then Daniel. Oh no, he's Star Wars head over here. What are you doing? Copping or dropping? Remember, chat, I got a poll down in the chat if you guys want to vote.
I looked at TBA's price for it. They're asking kind of a hefty price for this thing, right? Now, granted, like Bloomer and you guys have been talking about, R5 is a very iconic character, right?
Yeah.
Would I want him in my collection? Absolutely. The Pit Droid looks really cool. Our Chad or Bloomer and Joey, is any of this diecast?
That's a great question.
That is a good question.
Maybe we'll rely on the chat here.
Let's do that BD unit. It's so tiny, and I would feel a lot better, especially if these droids are diecast, especially for the price tag, right? Because these, I think on TBA they're going for like $370.
Yeah,
for some droids,
that's freaking crazy.
I feel like Uncle Owen, right? I don't want to pay that for some droids. No.
Hey, for droids, man. Listen, those battle droids didn't even touch Sideshow. And I just goes to my point earlier that people love their droids, and they're going to show as soon as Hot Toys gives them their droids, they're going to pull it up. But we got people that said doesn't know yet, they haven't opened it up, or still waiting on it. Maybe we can go to Sideshow at some point and take a look. But I actually doubt that, because we can see here in this picture the diecast helmet. For R2D2 or the dome piece or whatever you want to call it. That's diecast.
Yeah.
And
we go over diecast too.
Right, and you go over to R5. Nah, that's just really good painting.
Yeah.
Good reflective painting.
Yeah.
They sell us well on it.
They do.
I see in the chat my man Brother Cousins.
What's up? Brother Cousins is here.
Space Pimp.
Space Pimp.
My man,
here.
If you're here, man, just thank you for the motivation. Keep working, keep doing what you do, bro.
Now, Brother Cousins, he actually was the first one to ever have me on a show ever. So I really appreciate him, because he's literally like the day one for me.
Awesome people, man.
Bro, he gave me a shout out. He got, because I won his contest for Captain Rex, and he reached out.
I was trying to get that.
Yeah. Well, no, it was the one like a year ago for his 2,000 subs.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a while back, and he really gave me kind of like This is, I owe it all to Brother Cousins kind of for this channel because he really inspired me to go keep going on this one. So
yeah, man.
We're
Like
still here, Brother Cousins. Thank you.
yeah, man. If you're still here, man, we love you, man.
Yeah.
Same thing for me. Just like seeing that, and also, representation, it matters. Like the right type of representation. Not all representation is equal, but the right type of representation matters. And not only do I see a lot of people like, collecting and into the same stuff as me, but I see another brother that is into the same stuff as me. I swear to God, I thought he was 28, looking like 25,
Bro,
man.
I know.
He an 80s baby. That shocked me. I was like, black don't crack, I guess, man. That's what they say. I truly believe it.
Yeah.
But, him, and others like Lael,
Yeah.
they mean the world to me because they motivate me to do stuff like this and continue to connect with you all out there, because community is amazing. There's just so many amazing people out there. Don't get it twisted. It's idiots around every corner, but you can't escape that. But what you can do is always have a good moral compass about yourself and make sure that you are aligning yourself with people who are not only have the same vibe, and they also uphold the same values that you have, right? They're chilling. They're not trying to get in the way of anybody. They're just trying to collect. They're trying to have fun. There's enough BS in this world alone. You go on Twitter or go on Instagram, and you'll find enough reason to get angry at some point.
Yeah.
So why do that to ourselves?
Sure.
Yeah.
Daniel, what was it? A copper drop? I forgot.
It's a pop if I can get it on sale.
Yeah. Okay.
But not for 370.
Nah, that's
I'm hoping for you, man.
Nah.
It's getting wild out there in terms of pre-ordering, when to pre-order. Obviously we have different options. I want to always say this to people in the chat. Like, Sideshow isn't the only stock for 6 scale figures, okay? Big Bad Toy Store, although they have remnants of Sideshow stock, they carry a lot of different things still well after it's waitlisted or sold out on Sideshow. There are, you can go through a lot of different vetted and trusted resellers in Hong Kong, or resellers here in the United States. We have places in Arizona, New York, Los Angeles. They're everywhere. So just do your vetting, ask questions. You do not have to get shafted out here if you just stay patient, ask the right questions. You can take care of yourself. Toys Buying Agent is one of those.
I did Pop Collectibles for just to get it a little bit early. I went to Pop Collectibles for the Batman and Darth Vader, the Kenobi, just so I can get it a little quicker for a channel review. That's what I did.
When do you think that's dropping, Joey?
I don't know. Hopefully soon, though, man.
I think it's dropping.
I think so too. We'll keep checking. We'll keep checking Facebook because it's already almost 11 over here, and I can use one of my little breaking news things if it comes out. So that's kind of cool.
Are you talking about the Patterson Batman?
Yeah.
A little birdie told me that's coming.
I hope
that was like a week or two ago.
Okay, so
so it should be here. I think that and the cycle will drop.
Son of a bitch.
Don't stone me, but that's what I was told.
Yeah. So I did have the copper drop thing, the poll for this, and it's showing 60% are dropping and 40% are copying out of 10 votes. So.
Yeah, this is a acquired taste, just like fine wine, baby. And if you are into this, and you want droids, and you want these guys to come home, go and get them. If you haven't already gotten.
Yep. Mike is saying he passed on it. He's a big Star Wars fan too, and he's saying he passed.
Yeah.
Boba, I wasn't gonna get these initially, but I think he was swayed. So
okay.
Let me ask you, Mike, because we're both big Star Wars guys, would you get it? Because I'm probably going to wait for like 250, 200, like used. You know what I mean? Cause, like, Pit Droid and R-5, like, they're big droids, but they're not like top tier. Like, you get KX droids, you've got super battle droids, regular battle droids, R2D2. You've got all these different droids, like, and also there's this Outlaws game coming out, and I have a feeling and I suspect guts
Mm.
telling me
I might actually get that one. I don't know.
Going to be a fan favorite that people want.
Though that's the stuff I was talking about out in the interstice that we can't see, that are coming to us, that they're in the backgrounds working, right? Like I always say that about Fantastic Four. That's in the interstice. That's coming to us, and I don't know. We're not thinking about that right now, but we will at someday.
We are.
They're starting to lose my. Not to go on a tangent about Marvel, but they're starting to lose my damn hope, man. Because they announced Blade, like the summer right after I graduated high school. I graduated high school 4 years ago, bro. Blade is still not out. I have a Blade tattoo on my stomach, bro, that I've gotten since, and it's already healed up and everything, bro. Where is Blade at, Mark? Come on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Toy Box saying
years. It's gonna take years, bro.
Toy Box saying I just want the Pit Droid. Yeah, I think a lot of people just want the Pit Droid as well.
It's gonna be a lot of people on toy anxiety. I think that's gonna get hit up quick. As soon as these drop, people are gonna be like, I want the BD or Pit
Dude, we should
Droid.
have just done a 3-pack with 3 Pit Droids.
That would have been cool too.
Yeah, I don't know. They wanted to entice people with all this different stuff.
I think
if we had the same, people would have easily skipped this one. But no, you got R-5 in there. Oh, they got the Pit Droid in there. Oh, they got BD Droid.
Though. Like they should, like the Pit Droid's so small that they should give that away. And like if you buy, let's say Fennec Shan and Cad Bane or a certain amount of Star Wars figures from Sideshow, that should just be a giveaway exclusive, right?
Now when it's got a character and it's been a part of some iconic Star Wars stuff, like okay, give it away if the thing was in a comic or something, a little side thing. But this mug was on a Disney Plus mainline.
Maybe, I don't know.
He had screen time, man. Like we got figures, we still got figures that actually had like 2 seconds of screen time, and they made them.
That's true.
That new trooper that they showed a couple weeks back, they don't even have a name for him in the credits. He was 2 seconds. Ask Dylan, he knows it was 2 seconds, and they showed him. But like he said in for the Pit Droid, it has a lot of character, and the articulation that you can do. I think there's an immense value for someone who already has, like let's say they have a Star Wars Maju case. They've already kind of in that corner. They have like a ship there or something like that, and you see it.
That'd be cool.
That's insane set dressing.
If they do release the M1 Starfighter, it'd be perfect to put Pit Droids
would.
with it.
That would be.
That's why everybody's drinking that Kool-Aid, because we got this, and we were like,
that's
everybody collectively was like, oh snap, they're gonna drop it.
They got as good.
Those first 4 weeks of Mando, I was like, they gonna drop this?
I know.
Like, I was just excited to see what could happen in terms of how we were gonna react as a 6-scale community.
Yeah. MB Dyson said drop for him. Mike saying I love these past because they didn't fit my collection and what I'm trying to do, but they're great. Yeah, they are really good.
Yeah.
Philip the Fool said I do like these droids, but drop for me. Mike said he wants a 3-pack. Pit Droids. Beskar Kid, what is up, man? Glad to see you here. Got mine today, hoping to unbox tonight or tomorrow. So that's something that we are going to be looking forward to, because Beskar Kid does those.
We need pics.
Yeah, he does awesome unboxings, man. Crazy. If you guys haven't followed him, awesome. Go to Instagram. He's awesome. But like I said, Brother Cousin saying, what's up, Brother Cousin? Make sure y'all subscribe to Brother Cousins, one of the best freaking YouTube channels for Hot Toys stuff and 6-scale stuff. MB Dyson Pit Droid should have been sold in twos or solo. Anyone just wants multiples and has to duplicate the other two. Yeah.
The aftermarket is going to go crazy for this, because it's going to be a lot of like kitting out and piecing out.
Here's Dylan saying R-5 is a must to have for OT collectors, like you were saying earlier. Yeah, I think so too. I heard that he wasn't in there that much. I only seen OT like once or twice, but yeah, I heard he was barely in there.
Yeah, it was like the first few, like when it was like in Tatooine, and like they were dealing with the those scavengers and like that big huge vehicle, those Javas, and they're like that was like the first few, like I don't know, first 30 minutes of like when they were like really paying, like focusing on Luke.
Yeah.
It's when they buy R2D2 and C3PO.
Yeah. So that's when they see R5 and like he did all of that, and, sabotage himself so R2 could, go with them.
R5 is always getting fucked over, man. Like he gets screwed over in A New Hope, and then in Mandalorian season 3, he gets just sent out to Mandalore first off before Mando does, to see if the air is okay to breathe. Like
bad motivation is the funniest thing I've ever heard of, like a description for like what's wrong with a robot. It's like, yeah, he got bad motivation, all right.
I'm making sure Hot Toys didn't come out with anything.
A little scary.
Nah, they haven't yet. Usually around like 11:20, they usually over here it comes out.
Well, see, since Bloomer's telling me that Batman's coming, it's making me feel like I shouldn't jump on that Joker because I don't know, man.
We'll see.
Well, here's the thing that we do know is that there is an immense amount of products dropping right now.
Yes,
an immense amount, and from all different types of stuff. I'm getting my Spider-Man. I'm getting, there's Star Wars is dropping. Like
I've had 3.
There's anime stuff that I want that is dropping. It's supposed to drop in August. That's 2 figures, and I want those, and that's going to be really tough on my wallet. Mm-hmm. So again, this is an exercise of everybody parsing through the weeds. Yep. And trying to understand what is really close to them, what they really love, and going for it.
Not to mention, you've got 50 of those meme frog heads to buy too, man.
I gotta do like $40 times 50, see what that comes out to.
Let me go ahead.
It'll probably be like $800, I think.
It'll be like half of my collection I've already spent.
Oh,
that is the 2 racks, man. That's like the No Way Home line.
I did the freaking math wrong on that shit.
Okay, shipping and tax and everything, it'd probably be closer to almost 3, but
yeah, man.
3
Especially, I think that's probably Hong Kong. Yeah, that's probably
no.
Yeah.
I wonder what the customs would having them like go through that, what they would feel like. Like, so this guy ordered 50 meme frog heads. I'm sure they see weirder stuff all the time, but that would be a story to the wife at dinner.
Man, just unbox them all at the dinner table and just leave them there with no context.
Yeah, put them on Reddit or something. Like, deal with it.
Earlier, brother cousin said, likewise, late bloomer.
Yes.
Aaron saying you're preaching.
I get that often, man.
Yeah. Dylan saying it looks like the photographer had a lot of fun with these. He knew
he
what he was doing, pairing it looked like he actually like knew what to do with these, and I feel that too, Dylan.
Yeah. Pro tip for anybody out there: when you're looking at these blogger photos, look at the range of articulation, the range of poses that these bloggers do. That will give you a kind of insider track into the impression that individual had with that said piece. So we've seen some blogger photos where we're like let's say for the Black Widow, because I have her, the Black Widow from the movie. We didn't like a lot of those pictures when that dropped. They were like, what's up with the lighting? And then when we actually got her out, and we saw her in better lighting, we were like, oh, actually this figure's pretty good. Oh, it can pose very well. All right, cool. We're moving on to the next one. So the blogger photos are a great telltale in terms of how fun these pieces are in hand.
That's true. I'd never thought of that, and I'm gonna start thinking about that.
Yeah.
Bo was saying there are going to be a lot of loose R5 droids on eBay sold by people who are army building the pit droids. That's true too.
100%.
Yeah, buy 20 Star Wars figures in a year and get a free N1. Shit, I think you probably have to buy like 40 figures for that big.
Does Hot Toys have a loyalty program?
I know, right?
They totally should, dude. I don't know why they don't at this point. Like,
it's too.
Figures in a year, man. Like, you should be getting
at least Sideshow.
I mean, I think a more realistic question would be like, Sideshow does have a loyalty, but something like that,
I don't like it.
It's really bare bones. Like, all right, we'll give you a couple like coupons that now expire. When I first got in the game, they actually took a little longer to expire. Now they're really trying to itch you to buy something within a week or two now.
Or even recently when they're like trying to pawn off that Captain Marvel figure that a lot of people didn't really care for. If you for free, like if you buy a figure and they'll just give you that one, they're like,
yeah, that one I actually have that one, and it's like They just made too much of it, and it was like a deluxe, and then you drop the in-game one right after that.
Jeez.
What are people supposed to do?
Exactly.
I probably will go for this next one that comes out with the rolled sleeves. It's kind of my jam right now. I'm looking at that. I like that. So we'll see. And we might get a chance to see Miss Marvel. She's now got her first on-screen appearance along with Monica Rambeau. So we might have a nice little 3-pack.
Yeah. I would love to see a 3-pack. That'd be something different. That would really.
That might be.
I think that would be the best way to sell them.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure them individually, but if you do a 3-pack with all of them,
so
you add some. You add a nice little base configuration where all 3 of them could be on the base at the time.
Yeah.
That could have some value.
Limited run too.
Yeah, so small limited run. It will almost come in like in a box, like if you guys have any of the DX boxes or even Doctor Strange, the No Way Home Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah,
his box was kind of wide, a little bit more rectangular to kind of fit like that.
Fitted them all too really well.
Yeah. Or the or kind of like that obviously the 2-pack with the Justice League, the Batman Nightmare, and Batman Black Suit Superman. So they can make the boxes the sizes they need to. I think they should go that route so that they can make sure that all of those figures sell.
Wouldn't it be a little criminal to make figures from that movie but still not have a Namor figure, a Mr. Knight figure, or some of these other MCU Phase 4 figures that they haven't announced or released yet? Like,
it's because of the buzz. The buzz is not strong. Like they sometimes they really take that hot in Hot Toys, they take that really seriously sometimes. And if that ain't hot, we're not making it, or we're going to make one of something of that, and we're moving on.
Yeah, they may not even make it, dude. Honestly, because this could have changed. But I'm pretty sure Marvel's is the most disliked trailer on, like, for Marvel Studios. Trailer. Yeah. So
that's really what I just said is really pie in the sky.
Yeah.
It's really I'm really only banking or assuming that they want to make those characters. Do you want to make a Captain Marvel 3.0? Do you want to like actually finally get a Kamala Khan? Do you want to do a Monica Rambeau? Like, do you want to do all these things? Like, I'm not quite sure. They are extremely picky when it comes to Star Wars. They're picky when it comes to Marvel as well. DC, they're like only the main ones. They're like, you're lucky to get those over there at DC.
I feel like that'll change in the next coming years, right? And I know that's a side topic and not to get on a tangent, but that'll change with James Gunn doing DC differently and having public perception change on some of these DC heroes. If they're good, by the way, if the movies are good, right, then we'll get
the intrigue is there. You got to think that Howie has the intrigue of knowing, okay, well, this is coming. We'll see how the suits, all the design, how this universe works. I can't ever see them in any decade not making a Superman or Batman or anything like that. At the end of the day, we know that comics, right now, just comics, that comic business is not in the greatest shape. Like, I was telling you guys, I got manga. The manga's killing them.
Yeah.
In terms of just books and sales, manga is killing them.
Well, it's honestly the age of anime, dude. Because that's honestly the most popular. Like Crunchyroll is probably one of the most popular streaming services.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, because it's simulcast. As soon as it shows in Japan, it's over here. It's all in your app, and that is something that's really interesting as well. Is because you have that market of comics and you have that market of superheroes, and what a lot of the casual viewers are really taking in, they're only taking in superheroes through streaming services, through movies, and so a lot of that kind of interaction with those characters or those stories are kind of missed. That backbone, the vertebrae of this universe, these comics have told great stories in the past, and a lot of that is what the MCU stands on, right? It gives you better context for stuff like that. So a lot of these characters mean a lot to people from different generations, whether that be Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel or Spider-Man or Black Panther or Iron Man. All these characters mean a lot. So that's where my question is like, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to just make this money? You guys can go ahead and shoot out whatever Star Wars figures you like. That's gonna sell. Me and my homies are gonna pull up in line for that. But is for the art of it. When I think of Marvel, I always think of that poster where it's everybody just sprawled out, and it's all these individualized characters with backgrounds and trials and tribulations. Same thing with Star Wars. You always see the spread, or you'll see that logo and what that means to you. You see those stars, albeit very far off, but it gives you that feeling of wonder of what's out there.
Yeah.
These stories and these IPs mean so much to us as collectors that Hot Toys has to continue to up their game.
Yep.
As they go along to continue to wow us. I'm at 50 and I'm still wowed, but I know that there's people that are at 100. They're like, okay, unboxing.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to lose that. So how can I, along with my expectations of the products that Hot Toys delivers, how can that continue to help, push, what I look for in these toys and what they can obviously deliver to me. Like, we should always have healthy expectations.
Very true, man. You are preaching today, huh? Love it. I love it. I love hearing it so much. Mike is saying, being a Star Wars fan is a blessing and a curse when it comes to collecting. There is so much for us, but you can drown if you are not careful.
Yeah.
Wouldn't trade it though. Yeah. So let's get to the next thing. So we got just a couple more figures to talk about for Copper Drop. So here's this one that we got. I think this was this last night? Yeah, this was last night that we got shown. This is actually a release from Hot Toys. This is the quarter scale gantry. So I will put this down in the Copper Drop chat just so you guys can vote for it if you're going to Copper Drop it. But this one for me, if I had that money for this one, I would, and the space, if I did, I would cop it, but it's going to have to be a drop for me. This one is amazing. I love it. It looks so freaking good, but the space is killer. If I had the space, I would totally cop this, but it's going to have to be a drop. Daniel, what are you thinking?
Yeah, man, this is I got to agree with you. This is an amazing looking release.
It really is.
For Iron Man collectors, especially there's a lot of rich people that are very big Tony Stark fans, and I would love to see. I'm excited to see some of the pictures and people's like some of the community pages and on Facebook and whatnot, Instagram. Of people putting it maybe below their TV or above their TV or something. The gantry looks amazing. The donuts are it's whatever. I don't see people posing it with a donut up there when you have the gantry, but that pose alone right there is just so damn cool.
Like this, man.
Yeah, man.
Sheesh.
When I think of Iron Man, especially nowadays too, because a lot of times the topic of conversation is harkening back to old MCU, right? Because trying to get back to the ways. I think of Iron Man 1 and 2, right? Him coming down to the gantry and just the practicality of him taking his suit off versus the nanotech, right?
This is like the shoot to thrill. That was the shoot to thrill.
Yeah,
oh my god, that was
like
iconic.
When he comes down and it's a Stark Expo. This is an iconic scene, man. I remember I was like 9 years old when I first saw this scene. So this is bringing back some memories, man. And this is a really cool. I think it took them a little while to release this one, but they've released a lot of quarter scale Iron Mans, and I think
this might be the best one.
Let's say out of the ones they released, this is definitely the best one. I love that base he's standing on. A part aside from the yellow mechanical gantry parts, the actual graphite base that he's on looks sick.
He has these lights throughout his armor too, which is
I love, and he's got the lighting in the gantry too. I like that how it's like illuminated too. Looks sick. Sick. I don't know why they give him the donuts though.
Well,
he didn't have the donuts in this scene, but okay. Yeah, this armor is sick too. This is definitely one of the most iconic armors. This is Mark 4. Mark 4. Okay.
It looks like Mark 3, but it's Mark 4. And it looks like Mark 3 and Mark 7 put together.
I was about to say, yeah, this is like the in between when he was about to make the Mark 5. But yeah, dude, this looks incredible. Definitely a drop though, because I don't have the room for this.
Yeah.
But, if I was collecting Iron Man, I would hop all over this.
Yeah, and you can see the difference right here. It's insane.
Fucking huge. And they did like a colored variation on it too. The color on this one looks a lot better.
Yeah, why does the quarter scale has like a more of a poppier red?
Yeah.
And it looks
And
more accurate
the
to the
smaller
movie.
one has a muted red.
It's like a dark, rich red.
Yeah.
But,
If I had the space, this would go right next to like a Stark Industries like light box and like a
yeah,
heart
I have one up here. Yeah.
Yeah, like put like the proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
Bro, that would be
right next to
fire.
it. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What about you? What you think?
Yeah, what you think, Late Bloomer?
This I'm dropping because of just space
Yeah, I
and
think
where
it's-
my collection is going.
Mhm.
When I got in, I said, of course, I got to get an Iron Man. But if I had to get one, what's one I'm going to be okay with looking at for, I guess, for the rest of my life? And I decided, Battle Damage 85, just to encapsulate that moment. If I ever wanted to kind of put the helmet on, I can do that as well. But the head sculpt is just so good to like.
Every time I pick up that Mark 8 Battle Damage Mark 85, I get blown away every single time.
It's always some other feature that you're like, damn.
That figure is so photogenic too. It's insane.
It's like any angle that you look at it,
Mhm.
it stuns you.
Yeah.
Because of like that's a toy. That's not a statue. That's not a picture.
Mhm.
That's something I can pick up and pose and literally like I can do that with that thing. That's crazy.
That's a piece of history right there.
Exactly. That is just a piece of pop culture history, pop culture phenomena that when they blow this planet up and they have a black box of the things that we liked and enjoyed, that is going to be in there.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it's a good that figure in particular. It's a good representation if you're a fan of Robert Downey Jr. as an actor of his career, right? Of what he's made of himself, especially his history, and what he's been through. That moment, that snap is
that's a great point.
His entire career. So
it really is, and it's also all of that coupled with a farewell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of like that feeling of somberness you do get with looking at that.
Yeah.
But this figure,
I'm still sad over that death, bro.
Yeah, it's that was a tough moment, man. Especially seeing like Spider-Man deal with that.
Oh yeah,
being a part of that's kind of tough. But this figure in itself, this is fantastic. Again, this is to my point of what I said about Hot Toys and their ingenuity when it comes to Iron Man. If you want to see what these people are capable of, look no further than the Iron Man line.
Yep.
You will see LED lights. You will see articulations. Even I'm always intrigued of how they even get the battery compartments in there. For those who do have Iron Man, sometimes the battery compartment is like literally in the bicep or the tricep area, and you just like literally just kind of pry it off. You can get it off with your fingertip or some small gentle tool, and then that's how you get into the battery compartment and unscrew it and you put the batteries in.
They need to do them all USB though eventually.
Yeah, I guess like even in that vacuum in itself, like to get the batteries installed and making them work is intriguing in itself.
Yeah.
Like, how did you guys do? They're small, man.
It's crazy.
This is like all those 6 scale is huge for action figures.
Yeah.
This is still something that is a little kind of small in terms of 1-to-1 scale. So how did you do all of these things, all these intricate lightings, and for it to still have that effect that takes us to that moment that is accurate to that screen portrayal? I think that's fantastic. But again, we need USB lighting.
Yes.
These things deserve to be on more than 30 seconds because that's what you're going to get with the tab batteries.
Yep.
And so it's awesome. You get a change of faceplates. I think there's one that's like less nicked up, and then there's one that's more nicked up.
Like this one's messed up, and then I think like this one right here,
Right, and then his face sculpt has a little, cuts to it as well.
Yeah.
To really, serve that. Just got fresh out of stuff, or getting some donuts after I just smoked some fools, or whatever happened. It's really good, like set dressing as well. The gantry, as we can see, that articulates, and that's going to allow you to do that fantastic pose where he got both of his arms out and it's like working on it. That is probably, if I were to choose with the chest coming out and the arms out, that's probably my look, because it's just so much going on there. You got them connecting to his arms, and they're working on it, and like that's really dope. So for any Iron Man collector that just must have it all, of course. But again, spend wisely, budget accordingly, because this piece isn't coming home cheap.
Nope.
If you got,
it's 1,020. That's how much it is. Yeah, 1,020.
So if you got points at Sideshow, and couple that along with some promo codes, that will allow you to get this for a price that you're willing to tell your wife about, or at least talk to your accountant about. That's crazy price, but look at what you're getting. They've got a point to make here, man. You're getting iconic look. Say what you will about Iron Man 2, whatever the movie, but this is a suit that Iron Man had, and everybody loves the suit. So
not only that, but I remember the Audi, right, or the Audi, however you want to say it. So if you had the ability, get a quarter scale 2005, 2007 Audi, right, and put it right next to it, and put your background looking like the Stark Mansion.
That was huge.
Just saying, bro.
That is some Maju Case dreams right there, baby.
Well, that's like a freaking garage.
Yeah. Collectors out here can make it happen.
Yeah. Boba's saying that gantry is going to take a huge amount of space. Yes,
it's going to probably, to give you guys some reference, because I've had a quarter scale figure before. It'll probably be from Fennec Shan's rifle right here all the way to like just probably like Scout Trooper down here, man. Like it'll be huge.
Yeah, that's crazy. Aaron Collect says, likewise, Joey, the money and the space for me as well. Otherwise, it's dropped. Yeah. Hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. I haven't said that, but hit it. Thank you guys for being here, all 17 of y'all. It's been fluctuating a little bit here and there. Full, same here. Would be amazing to have, but takes up too much space. I feel like all of us are kind of on the same. Yeah. Same. Beskar Kid saying you were 9. Geez, I'm old. I think I was like 13 or something, 14.
It was like Iron Man 2 that came out in 08.
Nah, 08 was the first one.
This one
was the first one. 2010, I was 14.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too.
And I said 9 because born 2000, so this came out summer of 2010. So
damn, man, that's crazy.
Mike saying, if I collected Iron Man, I'd be all over this. Funny story, I was actually cast to play Iron Man in the first film, but that's a story for another time. You look like Iron Man.
Mike, don't be lying to me.
Get that man on the show for that one.
What?
It's my claim to almost fame.
About this, bro.
Yeah, he didn't talk about that when he was on last week.
What?
But I guess that'll bring us to the last thing we're going to talk about, guys. So, I didn't end the cop. So this is just 100% drop, 6 votes.
Damn,
it's crazy. This is gonna sit there for a while.
Is sheer. Yeah. I get it. It's not for everybody, man.
Yeah. So we're going out with a little bang for you, late bloomer.
I got the shirt on for it. Yes.
Let's go. Gotta keep the best for last, I guess. So guys, this is the updated 2099 suit. Now we're gonna go down the line here because I want to keep late bloomer's thoughts for last, because I know he probably has some thoughts on this. But for me, I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. I like it a lot. And honestly, this had me thinking like, hey, do I actually want to go get this whole line? Because since he had all those things, I didn't really like the joints and all that. But so I was like, nah, I'm not going to get any of them because of that. But this made me think, like, I really love this character. This character was awesome in the movie, and we do have a head sculpt with him as well. Then I was like, if I get him, I have to get the other two as well. So I'm like stuck on it. But for right now, it's going to be a drop still. But I absolutely love this. The only thing that I kind of had it's not a nitpick even, but it looks like he has a onesie on in this, like when you have him luminized like this, he looks a little bit like he has a onesie on like this, or like the ugly sweaters from Christmas when he's luminized. If you guys, it looks like that if you guys look at it. But other, like whenever he's just like without being luminized, I mean, gosh, it looks really good. We probably do have a little bit articulation's probably going to be restrained just a tiny bit, and I don't know if the old body's under that or not, but someone gave me an idea. I forgot who it was, but I might actually order this just to be the first person to cut it open and see if it is. So if nobody's done that yet, I'm going to do it, and y'all will see it right here on this channel. So yeah, I'll do that, and I'll try to sew it back up. But good old Spotchka, what are you doing?
Yeah, you know what?
Dropping.
Miguel O'Hara is a dope-ass character from the comic books and also Across the Spider-Verse. And this figure, they definitely improved it. I don't like the luminous effect on it. It has a Black Panther look to it. And when I was talking about it a few weeks ago with, like, giving it that animated look, I didn't mean, like, add a bunch of, like almost nanotech Etch-a-Sketch drawings all over it. Like, you're right, it does look like a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, it does.
And you know, Riley Reviews was putting on his channel, like talking about how this is collectors can never be satisfied, and that's a good point, man. Because like it's hard to replicate a figure that is animated, right? Like they did a good job with the Miles Morales in the first movie, but it's hard to replicate that the way that they are animating the style, right? It took 5 years to make this movie, man, just for them to animate it. So if that tells you anything about how much layering and color, I mean, bring this up for reference because I didn't even get 100%. This is an interesting character in terms of like how much color is actually in it, because he looks like he has black and red suits at parts in the movie, and then he looks like he has like really bright blue and red and dark blue and red. Like it switches and it varies, so it's a hard thing to replicate. And I think that maybe if they would have went with a more comic booky approach to it, I don't know if that makes sense. Like that,
I mean, he looks great right here, bro. He looks fucking fire right here.
And I want to know, like
imagine with the head sculpt on it.
I was about to say, the head sculpt on it is going to look sick, but the luminous effect, it's a drop for me though. Go ahead, Bloomer. I know you got a lot of.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, in no way though. We're not saying it's bad because of the luminous effect, because you could barely. You would have to need the.
You have to have the light on for it. You don't have to see that shit.
Yeah. But like this, boom! This is what you're gonna be seeing. That shit's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Austin Nicholas worry about that Spider-Man suit, bro. Look at that. I was gonna say they definitely improved. Like again, I don't get. He's not here to tell me what muscles these are, but they improved that a lot more. The traps, look a lot more active for the movie. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they actually like kind of like have that more of a somewhat of a, like a smoother drop down to the shoulder.
He's got that Dorito look.
Yeah, then what you had with the one that had joints, because like the neck was actually showing up, and so you saw more all neck and then like the traps. So like now this kind of fits in with it. So what I will say about this one is, now that we have the suit over the body and it's fully seamless. I will be picking this up as an upgrade to the 2099 suit that we originally got from Hot Toys as a part of the PlayStation, Spider-Man line.
Did you already have this one pre-ordered with even without the?
No, I was waiting for this, and then I'll pre-order.
Oh,
because I was part of the crew that was like, oh, this looks great, but the joints are just not. Yeah, they're going to be able to stand next to Gwen and Miles from any of these releases, regardless of the first one or the second one. And they're not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to stand with them, and you feel as though he's a part of that line when you see those joints, and everybody else is done seamlessly.
Yep.
So that's where I'm going with that. I will be picking this up, just because this seems as though they heard us, they listened. and I want to reward them for listening to our feedback. And so you will get my money for this one. It was probably outside of not doing anything for May the 4th. This is probably the most tragic thing that Hot Toys did this year.
Yeah.
No lie. Because this hurt. And then going to see the movie, I was like, oh, this is painful. Because that man was carrying for a good minute. And I was just like, wow, like y'all saw this and still was like, yeah, we're doing joints, baby. I'm like, no, I don't know what they were doing.
And I like that you brought up that point because I know Lyle also said that you have to speak with your wallet, basically. So I like that you're doing that. You're speaking with your wallet.
Yeah, you did not get my my pre-order just because of the hype. No. I want this to be able to fit in the collection that I already have of multiple of your amazing figures already. And I'm just holding you to a standard. And I think we see that here in the chat from Nick. He says, honestly, this whole thing is Hot Toys' fault. If they just showed us from the beginning, there would be no issues or arguments in the community. Exactly. Nobody was going to ask for a jointed figure. Yeah, nobody was going to, because it's Hot Toys. Like, we have an expectation of you guys to provide the most screen accurate as you can. That's now, everybody was trying to get that, get that copium for, he could be from an action figure universe. So he's the joints. It's like, I think that was just like, that was just helping us kind of cope in the moment. But that was like days before the movie, so people were just like at a fever pitch. Yeah. But we had a lot of discourse over this one.
Yeah. That's what Best Car Kid's saying. There hasn't been this much whine over a figure since Cable. LOL. This complained over joints, and then they complained now that it's clothed. Yeah,
it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah. I mean, that's how they played it, though. They played it showing us the joints first of all, and if they didn't, we would.
If they just slapped the sticker on there, Joey said like, we're going to change this, or this will be updated.
Yeah, like they did with Doc. Well, they did that with Doc Ock. Kind of, they really quickly said the head sculpt will be updated.
Yeah, like you got to hit us with that instantly. Yeah. And also, to Best Car Kid's point, that cable's fire. I have it, love it. Like, that it has that
body was small, right?
The elbow bend, and like the body is like proportionate. It's just like
you need the room for the clothes and all that.
They really designed it with the assumption that you're going to have the cloak on it.
Yeah.
And one of his better looks is the cloak off with the shirt, and you get to see the technovirus just going off.
Yep.
And then it also kind of missed with you should have made that die cast. That would have been crazy having that die cast.
Ooh, yeah.
But same thing with other people that have chrome arms and metal arms. But back to this figure in general, I will be picking this up. Because I just think that would be a perfect upgrade to the 2099 suit. Don't get me wrong, I love that suit. Yeah, it's great. But that is one that I will admit I'm scared to pose because it just has plastic applications on top of it.
Right here, this pose would be a pretty good one.
Yeah, like this one, I won't be afraid to pose it like the other one because, as you can see, his chest logo, is made of that material. Yeah, I'm going to be okay with that because I know that will bounce back. Yeah. If I do something with the app crunch, okay, that will bounce back. But with the 2099 that we have from the video game one, if I try, I can't. First of all, I can barely get ab crunch with that because the logo on there is not thick. Printed. Yeah. It's thick. It's actually glued onto the chest, so you can't really do too much in terms of the the ab crunch there. So that is upgrade number one. And then I think this material is going to be much more giving in terms of allowing the joints inside to move and go where you're trying to tell it to go. Yeah. As opposed to this one, where it feels a little bit more tighter and more restrictive.
This is probably the most dynamic you can get him right here. After
see, I would if I was getting it, I'd probably put him in the almost Captain America, you see his back pose, but his head's turned around so you can see the side of his head, kind of like that pose he looked at Miles when he's meeting him at the Spider Society.
Nah, I kind of want him running on some Blue Panther.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Like, I remember that scene at the beginning where he's like running up the spiral staircase. He was like eating them stairs, man. Like, yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, bro, this guy was so cool, man.
Yeah.
I loved it. That movie's really good.
Yeah,
But so it's cop for you. So there we go.
must have. Yeah.
Let's see the poll. So 6 votes in. So we got 66% are saying cop, and then 33% are saying drop. So we got more cops than drops that time, guys.
Speak with your wallet, baby.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do.
Yep. But guys, I think we're at the end of the stream now. So thank you guys for coming, man. That was a long stream for just us 3.
Oh yeah,
that was cool, man. Usually it'll be 5 of us probably next week, maybe if Steve and Austin come through. But late bloomer, you kept up the show, man. I really did. Thank you for that.
Oh, thank you for having me on. Appreciate you guys and this stuff. A lot of people won't say this, but this stuff is not easy. You know, putting these shows on is not easy. Having the energy to do these shows, it's a task in itself. So I totally appreciate what you guys do on a weekly basis, and I as your community member, I try to do my best to stop by and watch all that I can. But again, I love this community, love everybody in the chat for stopping by. Appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you, chat, man. Without chat, you guys keep us going, man, for real.
Definitely.
I want to give you got let's see what are people saying. Great stream, guys. Philip Full saying great stream, guys. Thank you, Philip.
My brother, thank you.
Means a lot, man. Aaron is saying great show always. Bloomer killed it. He did. He really
Thanks,
did.
bro.
He's the star of the show, man. Peyton saying great stream tonight. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Beskar Kid. Thank you guys for being here so much. So I just wanted to see what you guys got coming up just on y'all's you don't have a channel, right, Late Bloomer?
Well, I do. I have my YouTube account. I do post things randomly from time to time, things that I pick up. So you guys can go there. There's content there for you to check out. I have a small showcase of my collection way back in like July. So you can check that out from the figures that I had in July.
After the stream, send me your link so I can put it in the description. I do have your IG in the description though. So
Definitely. Mainly my Instagram is that's the place if you want to reach out to me. That is the place to do it. For my Instagram. Some of you probably have seen my pictures, but I like to do a certain theme with my pictures. It's kind of like first day at school or like a school ID. So when they come in, they take that first portrait picture, and I just have a white background, a little blur.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
So that's kind of like my approach right now, and then I'll be switching it up soon and turn more dynamic poses and things like that. But yeah, that's where a lot of my content is right now, making reels and posts and just trying to get more connected to all of you out there in the chat, all of you out there in Facebook and things like that. Just trying to get more interest into the community because, like I said, I love you guys. So I'm just here for the memes and here for the toys, man.
Yeah, I love that. But shoot me your YouTube because I tried to look up Late Bloomer and I couldn't find it. But
I will. It's on my. I'll grab it for you. It's like on my
probably
Instagram.
on your Instagram. Yeah, I didn't even look there. I'm sorry, but I got your Instagram link down there. I'll put your YouTube as well. So a little after, I have his YouTube guys. If you're on the replay, Daniel, what you got coming up? I know you got some art projects coming up.
Man, I sure do. I got this Spider-Verse shoe still kicking. Tomorrow I will be doing Gwen and then Riley and some other Spider-Verse people on there.
Okay. Awesome.
This is for Brick Artemis, so Brick. I'm excited for him to receive those. On top of that, Ahsoka's coming out in like 2 weeks, so I'm going to do reviews. Steve's also doing reviews on his channel with that, so maybe combine with his. Hopefully
Sabine.
I was about to say
Sabine, baby.
Man, I'm excited.
That's dopo. I don't care. Dopo. Sabine and Chopper have to come home because I want Chopper with R2D2.
And the new Inquisitor. The new Inquisitor looks
incredible. Yeah.
They released his name today, and I saw his name today, and I forgot what it was, but he looks incredible.
That chick he with, I might that might lead me down a rabbit hole that my wallet may not come back from. So let's just hope they do just Ahsoka, Sabine, and then, Hera, and then kind of call it quits. If they go deeper, we're in trouble.
They'll go deeper, trust me. Yeah,
yeah, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also, for season's coming up, spooky season's officially starting in like a month, less than a month now, guys. So Spirit Halloweens are opening up. That means we've got Saw coming out. Also doing with Austin Nicholas some horror movie retrospectives like on Halloween, and like I said, Saw, and some other movies like Terrifier. So check out my channel for that. And like the guys mentioned, some art projects coming up. Other than that, that's kind of all I got going on. Like I said, Hot Toys retirement, unless that Batman drops, because holy crap,
Gonna be crazy.
We should get something tonight. I'd be shocked if we don't get anything else.
I've been on freaking Hot Toys Facebook page,
tonight, bro. Because look, like I said, I'm going to his house next month. Okay, I got a ticket next week, bro. Batman's dropping tonight, bro.
I'm not sure if it's Batman, but there's so many things in that window. Like
it's either tonight or tomorrow morning.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Wanda's out there in the interstice. I know there's some. There's some. I think it's a Book of Boba Fett. Somebody in Book of Boba Fett. A couple other Star Wars things.
Cobb Vanth, Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, there you go. Cobb Vanth.
Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What you got going on in your channel?
I got the collection tour tomorrow. I'm really happy to show you guys that one.
Collection
tour. Bro, that's gonna be a good one. That thing's like almost 18 minutes long, so I hope you guys enjoy that one. Run out everything I had. Probably like 2 p.m. I guess. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's gonna be so fun. I might do a reel tomorrow. I'm not sure. I usually do Friday reels. Whenever I re-unbox stuff, I just show it off and everything. Put some music on there, beat drops. Who's that Hot Toys on Tuesday? Who's that Hot Toy reveal on the next day on Wednesday, and Thursday Copper drop next week. I don't know who I'm gonna have on next, but I'm gonna ask somebody. I have a few names in mind that I want to ask. So
Definitely.
So yeah, that's basically it. I appreciate you guys coming on again. Thank you so much. Chat, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. But anyways, guys, it's been all of us. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for both of my good friends here. But yeah, we'll see you later.
Peace.